Once it tells me, you're live. Lovely.
We're live?
Thank you. Evidently.
Hello!
Gamers, YouTubers, friends of all kinds, welcome. We have plunged into this to answer the questions that man, woman, and NB have pondered for generations. How can you waste a perfectly good Sunday afternoon? I'll tell you how. Right here, this is an endless quest to find video games that will generally make us feel better than we did before. This is the endless struggle to find the journey to the place that we want to be in gaming. This is the Kong Quest.
Wow. You told me you didn't have anything prepared. You ripped that out?
I didn't have anything prepared. That was off the dome. That was terrible.
Well, no, that was great. I would have thought that was scripted. Oh my gosh.
That's improv, baby. The place where we want to be? But
when you were naming off places and people, I definitely thought you were going to end with New York City.
No. We all New Donkers here.
Oh,
welcome,
good.
everyone.
Hi.
This is the start of the Conquest podcast. How's everyone doing? Glad to see you all here.
Answer in the comments, please.
Please do.
Yes, welcome. This is Conquest. If you didn't get the pun, or, I don't know, wordplay, Pyrr Kong? Harvold's Quest? Conquest? It took us an embarrassing amount of time to come to this name, and then when it finally did, we both went, oh, yeah.
Oh.
No,
man,
that's
so right. That's... You know, the funny thing is that's actually how the name for Design Dorks also happened.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Dancing around and then we're like, oh, right.
I mean, not to throw shade, I think this one is a much better, like, pun, because it's...
Oh, no, it flows a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have alliteration, so...
True. I mean, we were like, okay... Here's the thing, too. This podcast isn't going to be all about Donkey Kong and Final Fantasy, even though it probably will be a considerable amount about Donkey Kong and Final Fantasy.
Let me assure you, I will find a way to pour it in.
Yes, but it won't exclusively be that, okay? We're both big fans of these franchises, obviously. So we were, like, tossing around ideas, like, how do we, like, get these together? And we came up with some terrible names. There was... Oh, that's not Kill Chaos, but Chaos spelt like the Donkey Kong Country 3 boss. Coconut Crystals. Bananaga. I still like Bananaga. Buster Kong or Bluster Sword. City Kong, as in Sid, C-I-D-D-Y Kong.
It sounds bad to say every time it comes out of your mouth. I hate that one.
City Kong just sounds like a domesticated ape living in an apartment.
It sounds like the terrible cocktail that you come up with at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, give me another
like
City Kong.
Some banana liqueur and some freaking whiskey. What we make out of this?
Yeah, how much banana go we got left? Blitz Balloon. It's so bad. And Zingers and Zippers. So I think Conquest was pretty good. That's a pretty good name.
No, I agree.
Yes. Also, this is our episode 1, aka pilot, aka the prototype. Okay.
Yeah.
Really, we just wanted to come, like, the whole reason we made this is because, like, we wanted to come together as friends, as human beings, and just talk one-to-one, because it's kind of a lost art nowadays, unless it isn't a podcast, funnily enough. And, just, we were really just mutually over all of the same internet arguments we see all the time. We're like, let's just chat. Let's
precisely
bring the humanity back to this hobby that we like so much.
Yeah, exactly. Give it like a thing of positivity. I don't know about you guys, but even I find it difficult to just sit down with a new game unless I'm like, this is one of the series that I absolutely have marked as I will play this series no matter what. and I will play a new entry in the series, but like even just playing older games, going back to a backlog, friend recommendations and the like, I find it difficult to really get into games recommended to me. And this is why I'm hoping that this sort of podcast can fix for, well, me and Tarv mostly, but you guys too if you want.
Yeah, so every month we'll have one game that we both play, ideally to completion, for the next episode, and we'll let you know what it is. And you might even have some control over that in the future. But we encourage you to play along with us, so that when we discuss it the next month, you'll have context for, you know, what we're talking about, and play along. It's like a you said it was like a book club?
Yeah, like a violent book club.
A violent book club.
You get to decide what book you pick next by beating the other person into submission. It's great.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, yeah, of course, unless the game completely sucks, and then we'll
obviously,
and then we'll shit on it.
Neither of us would ever do that.
Not intentionally, but I mean, we can still talk or have a positive experience over playing a shitty game. It's just like watching a bad movie. You can still laugh your ass off watching it, right? It's all about the spin. It's all about the twist.
Clearly.
Yeah, and also, please, I don't know if it's linked in the description. I don't know if you did that, but
I do have a direct link.
Okay. Future episodes will be on their own channel, Conquest Podcast, on YouTube. So before you forget, as you're listening to this right now, open in a new tab and go subscribe there. That will be where new ones show up, okay?
Yep.
The first one's here.
There, we'll probably re-upload the VOD to it as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put this one there.
Prettier form, so.
For sure. Yes, and huge thanks go out to Daniel Alba from Good Vibes Gaming for making our logo. It's wonderful. It's lovely. He did a great job.
Thank you so much.
And he does tons of graphic design work, animations. Hit him up. He's great. Very cool dude. We also have theme music coming. It wasn't ready, but we wanted to get started on this anyway. So we'll have a much flashier intro eventually once we have that going, which will be pretty cool. And I think that's all the like business stuff.
Yeah, I think that's all the admin and whatnot.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's all the unfun stuff up front. But what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Oh boy. So there are two reasons. One, to just talk to you about this, but the other reason that this podcast exists is for my absolute undying opinion of actually talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza live with the internet. So, that. Now, I spent a good long while. I don't know how long your first Hundo playthrough was, but that took me about, when I looked at it, about 50 hours to 100% complete Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, you know what? I don't remember. I think I might have blue skeeted it. Let me actually just double check. That sounds about right, though.
Well, it took me about 50 hours to complete the game, 100% with also a bunch of messing around.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, mine was around like 60. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But that sounds right to me.
All right. That was, of course, pre-DLC. I am now up to 120 hours of Donkey Kong Bonanza on a single save file.
Wow! Okay. I don't have the DLC.
I like the game very, very much. And it has become a problem that has prevented me from playing other video games.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Dude, he's back. He's back.
Problems I've had.
Yes.
No, exactly. And just, I wanted to take just the moment, like, months after the game came out, months after I streamed it initially, to sort of have this moment of reflection, this moment of clarity on it. And because, like, in this day and age, we all have this thing where it's like, don't go with your recency bias. Give it time to sit and focus and whatnot. It's been 3.5 months, and the honeymoon isn't over.
Mm-hmm.
She only gets more beautiful every single day.
Aww.
And I love her dearly.
I
Aw, sweetie.
I hear both sides, right? It's like you have nostalgia bias and you have recency bias. Well, pick a lane, complainers, okay?
No, I get it. I
Like,
get it 100%.
like, do I have to have it? Does it have to be perfectly in the middle of my life for me to have an objective opinion on it? No.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I love it. Love it. I loved it. I played 100% on my file. I played 100% with my son, and both files I played with my daughter Pauline. She is precious, and we will protect her forever. I love the focus on music. I will also say this feels like the very first game, even in like Series X PS5 era, to feel like next gen. Like, this is a game where I feel like could not have been done on previous hardware. Not to the extent. Just the amount of like earth-shattering stuff you can do, quite literally, just felt like such a fresh new experience. Like, sure, there's been games with like destructible areas before, but this was like an entire malleable universe.
Oh, completely. And like you could tell when the Switch 2 is crumbling under the weight of its own just ideas. It is insane to me that this was originally planned for the Switch 1.
Yeah. It also just feels good to control Donkey Kong and punch. Like, instead of like having to jump or roll, just punch a guy.
No, this is a game where I feel like you will know within the first 10 to 15 minutes if it is for you.
Yes.
And it is just the simple feeling of, is hitting the ground good? Does it activate the neurons? Oh, you're good, buddy. You're set for at least the game.
I think a huge part of it is the sound design. It just punching the crap out of like hundreds of different materials, and they all sound so crunchy, or maybe not crunchy, but like contextually perfect for what you're slamming.
Absolutely. When Donkey Kong smashes some meat, it feels like he's smashing the meat. Absolutely fantastic. You laugh, but that's an actual objective in the Emerald Rush mode, where Void Kong will come on the phone and go, "Here's your next mission." And it just says in all caps, "Smash some meat."
well, this is why the honeymoon phase has lasted so long.
She has so much stamina, you don't even know.
Oh my god. I have not gotten the DLC. I want to. I think I just got overwhelmed at the time when it came out, but like well, we watched the direct together, right? That did happen, right?
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. I do want to get into it. I do think it might be a tad overpriced. A tad? Because it's like almost half the price of the game, which is a lot. But
it's not.
Given how much time you put in and how much fun you're having, that sounds reasonable now.
No, for me specifically, weird freak who loves this game, it was an incredible value. And I'll get to my thoughts on Emerald Rush in a bit, but I think it does something very unique that I think justifies it as a talking point for 3D platformers going forward, even beyond just like, oh, it's Donkey Kong, but more. I love more.
I do love more.
That is so true. But I say this all the time. This would have been one of my favorite games if it was completely agnostic from Donkey Kong. If this was a brand new character, if this was a brand new IP in a brand new world and was not attached to Donkey Kong in any way, if it was like George from Rampage or something.
John Arms? What if it was an Arms game?
If it was Master Mummy from ARMS, I would still love it, because I feel like the control in this game is absolutely fabulous, and the ability for you to be fully emergent in what you want to do at any given moment. There is a freeing sensation of... In a lot of 3D platformers, I look for the fast movement option. I look for what am I constantly going to be hitting throughout the entire game. It's like, the Talon Trot in Banjo-Kazooie and jumping around with Kazooie and as it slowly gets into your brain in the most annoying way. It's the long jump in Mario.
Yeah.
It's spraying the ground with flood and then sliding on your belly to create a water slide in Sunshine. It's those little things that get me. And Donkey Kong has like 7 of them in this game.
Yep. What was your preferred method of bopping around?
The chunk shuffle.
Shuffle?
Yeah, wherein you tear off a chunk, you do a little burst, you unsurf the chunk, you jump on it, and then you roll jump out of the chunk jump.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When you're just using all of your movement options in order to get a little bit higher and much further a little faster, that's my favorite when you're stringing all of these together. The fact that the roll jump is in there. Did you know that Donkey Kong has Kiddy Kong's DKC3 water skipping in this game?
No. No, I didn't.
Yeah, no. If you hit the button and it's like frame perfect on the water's surface, he will go faster in a straight line an infinite amount of times as long as you keep hitting the button.
I did not know that. That's fun. I remember the second I figured out you could roll, and like his roll isn't on the ground anymore. It's like a little jump. It's like a tiny arc right off the bat, and it's a burst of speed. And before the arc ends, you can jump out of it and then roll again. And to me, that felt like the Odyssey jump, Cappy, dive, bounce off Cappy, jump, throw Cappy again, dive, and then you can't jump on him a second time. But chaining that together was like one of my favorite parts of Odyssey. And when I figured out the roll, jump, roll, I broke so many things. And the game is totally okay with you just breaking it. Not the literal sense, like smashing the environments, but like they can lay out a puzzle, and sure, there's like an intended way to do it. This is very Breath of the Wild design, I feel. Or you can do some jank platforming, fun platforming, and you feel like Monkey because you can climb and you can roll and you can just punch the shit out of a wall. Like,
I was so scared that the design of this game wasn't going to lead into any interesting platforming.
I was in the first couple worlds. Yeah, same.
I know. You just like punch through wall and make the fastest beeline to the next layer possible. And that it would just completely mitigate the ideas of the game. But there is so much creative freedom in how you get there. The game is expecting you to break it. And every time that you have a stupid little monkey idea in your brain and sparks it, the game rewards you for it by going like, yeah, no, we thought that you could do that. You can do that. Do it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's great. You want like 5 other things that are here because you did that right now? You got it.
There are very few instances where they hardwall you and say, no, you must do it this way. And even in those instances, there's still probably 2 or 3 different things you could do rather than like infinite. Because in the later levels, there is just like stuff you can't break or jumps.
Yeah.
Especially in like the optional post-game stuff, but we'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But my favorite thing was just stringing together Bananzas because you can change them on the fly. So you can essentially just be some like Maui-esque shape-shifting god and just like string together all your abilities. Like I know I would always do the big double jump as the snake and then go full ostrich. And then from there you can like almost reach any place on the map ever. Oh,
absolutely. You can even skip like story triggers there. Like when you get to the racing layer specifically, they have dialogue if you completely skip the Ramby Rumble and just platform to the giant statue at the end and go down.
I did do that. I didn't do it initially. They say something to you? Who, like Diddy and Dixie?
No, Pauline is just like, wow, it looked like they wanted to do something, but okay, guess we gotta go.
Aren't those your friends? Nah,
who cares? They probably say the same things.
Oh my god, there's so much to love about this game. The entire they've like Nintendo, this is like a very Disney thing, but Nintendo and Disney, they do this where it's like hero, little adorable sidekick. And it lands almost every time. But Pauline is so cute and so adorable, and you want to protect her, and she's got little freckles on her face, and like those evil monkeys are being mean to her, and she's shy when she's singing, and oh my god, and every time you set up like a little encampment, she tells you everything that's going on in her mind, even though Donkey Kong just goes like, ooh. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so heartwarming, and Heart of Gold is like one of my favorite songs of all time now, just hands down. Not video game songs.
No, I have had that on my running playlist along with Banandium Root Tower every day when I go on a jog, and I'm like, one of these two is my warm-up song.
Nice. We have it on our hype up playlist in this house.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that Bananza dedicates so much time to character and characterization. I feel like there are these moments in, like, specifically Nintendo games that a lot of fans glom onto. Rosalina in Mario Galaxy and that sort of thing. And how, honestly, in like the Wii U generation, we kind of lost a little bit of that, where it became so dedicated on the gameplay and a very stagnant brand identity for a lot of Nintendo's IPs and the like.
Yeah, and, like, what do we get? 3D World and Tropical Freeze.
Yeah. And like, those are great video games.
They are.
I feel like with games like this, with games like, you know, the lore that is found in Splatoon, I haven't played it, but I know that it grips people's imagination. Even to a greater extent than Odyssey did, because I feel like the only real analog in Mario Odyssey is Princess Peach in the post-game.
Yeah, I didn't feel the warm and tinglies as much in Odyssey at any point, really.
Oh, no, I did feel wonder.
Like Mario Wonder?
No.
Oh, you felt the emotion wonder in Odyssey.
Emotion of wonder.
Okay. I was like, what got you teared up in Mario Wonder?
Damn, dude. Prince Florian, he got laid. No.
Yeah, I felt more emotion in Odyssey based on the video gaminess of it all. Like, Break Free, when it's talking about like the history of Mario. That was like, I felt emotion on like a meta scale. Like, look how far we've come. I love Mario, and I'm controlling Bowser, which is amazing.
Yes.
But it wasn't like in the writing, you know? It was...
No, and it's not like Donkey Kong Bonanza is super deep character writing.
No.
But it cares about its world, even from just like the little fractones that are all throughout the game and how they react to you, and the Diary of the Exploratone. It feels... I don't want to say it feels very rare, because it's a lot gentler than rare. It's how rare would have presented characters to you, but with a lot less of a sardonic edge.
Yeah. And speaking of, it's really nice how much respect they put on the rare games in this game, which they had not done for quite some time.
Oh, certainly. And it's a very slow build to it. Like, Bananza allows itself to breathe as its own game first, to the point where, like, I'm an old rare head, and I'm going, are they going to show off things? Is this going to happen? And then, boom, it hits you with Sticker Bush Symphony.
Yeah. Or like how the fossils at the start of the game are just fossils. They're just fossils. And then slowly you're like, hey, wait, that's naughty. And then slowly you start to get all these references. Now, I don't know if this implies that everyone's dead, but it was still really cool seeing like Nintendo actually acknowledge and respecting why Donkey Kong fans love Donkey Kong so much. And sad to say, it's probably not the 80s arcade game. It's mostly the Country series.
No, I agree. And, like, I appreciate what they did. Like, no shade toward Returns or Tropical Freeze as video games. Like, those are still great. And, like, we're in a position where, because this old aspect of Donkey Kong as a franchise is being celebrated, I want to see what they do if they brought back Tiki Tong, if they brought back Lord Frederick, if they brought back Funky. Donkey Kong
Yes.
is now in a place where, in this style, I am interested in seeing those characters again in a way that I wasn't before, in a way that felt like, oh yeah, they're here to remind me that they're here, that they exist, as
Mhm.
opposed to they're here and I have new things to look forward to them saying.
Mhm.
What is Funky going to be now? Is he still into guns? Is he going to apologize for that? Let's find out. Shall we?
What would Funky's business be in New Donk City? Hmm.
Uh,
I feel like he'd be like a limo driver or something.
Crazy Taxi, but it's Funky Kong.
Oh my god, dude!
Yes.
Oh, a Funky Taxi! Okay, there's a DLC I'll pay $30 for. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh my god. Just all I want in the Bananza language.
Not only do I, like you said, bringing back the old characters in this like modernized setting would be awesome, but I also really loved the original characters like Void Kong, Poppy Kong, not Cranky, Grumpy Kong. Yeah. Loved that.
No,
Loved
they did
them.
a great job. It was when I was in the groove layer and you get like this extended story sequence with Poppy.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, this is going real different from Odyssey's tack.
Yeah. Okay. The biggest improvement, I think, going from Odyssey to Bananza is that I can actually use the bananas. Like, they have a tangible gameplay effect. The talent tree, I was like, what? Are we giving Donkey Kong a talent tree? But then I went, oh yeah, we're giving Donkey Kong a talent tree. It gives you such big incentive to hunt down all of those Banandium gems. And that's something Odyssey, it's been a well-known criticism for years, that the moons are like almost meaningless, other than just progression. But the bananas allow you to improve and strengthen Donkey Kong, and that's so awesome.
I think it's so smart that the Banandium gems aren't tied to progress in any tangible way. They're only tied to you improving. So if you want to beeline the game, you can absolutely do that. You can have a minimum power Donkey Kong. But the idea of it is more to allow Donkey Kong to grow in different moves and different motions. I always find that the ability to improve your moveset matters tremendously more than the ability to, like, say, like 5% increase to movement speed or something, which is what a lot of talent trees end up being.
Yeah, for sure. And at one point in my life, I do want to do a zero banana run. I don't know if that would be fun, but it's a challenge, and I want to try it at some point, because I know it's been done. I think I saw someone online has done it. Like, they beat the game with 0 bananas.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
Yeah. The only issue is there's a gold chip hard wall, and without some of those talents to like farm them efficiently, that would be kind of
that.
What?
You could skip that with ostrich and snake.
But untalented ostrich and snake?
Oh, that's right. Ostrich doesn't have glide. We'll see.
Ostrich has glide. No, untalented, you just drop.
Glide.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So if you're doing a zero banana run, I think that gold wall will probably be the most tedious part. But I still want to try. But then again, you might not be spending any all the way up until that point. So, except on like maybe rest spots. But yeah, I do want to try that sometime. How do you feel now about the death of old Donkey Kong and the birth of
guy?
Yeah, me too. I really do.
Yeah, no. This guy's like a friend. I need to see him in motion. Like, the first time I saw him, I was like, oh, this guy is way too normal. This is like, Donkey Kong has gotten the prescription meds. He's good now.
I like his big smile.
A little too hard. He's got his permanent scowl off his face.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Looking back at it now, I'm like, was Donkey Kong always uncomfortable in the face? Like, it just looks like he's like flexing his brow at all times.
I know. He's like got the Rock's eyebrow up at all times.
Yeah. No, I love it. I really do. I will always love old Donkey Kong design and respect it, but man, I really like this like new, goofier, cartoonier Donkey Kong a lot. It's the big smile. He's way more expressive, way more, which is needed when you have a little girl talking to you for like 40 hours and you don't say anything back.
No, absolutely. He's so gentle and he expresses his character so wonderfully. And that appeals to me more than saying this is better than the other one. I don't care about that. I care about the use of the characterization. Yeah. And like, I like this guy. I like looking at this guy. He's fun. And I like him more than I did in the Mario movie with that design.
True. Oh yeah. The Seth Rogen of it all is still kind of hard to digest.
Yeah, no. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just do still quote, yeah, well, your dad is right.
Yeah, that is the best. Okay. The one thing that I feel like this was a me issue, because I didn't realize until you told me that there's an option in the menus where you can make your Bananza transformations not overpower the music. Because typically when you transform, it's because Pauline is singing. That's like the lore. So she's literally singing. I didn't get to like absorb much of the like world music because I don't know about you, I was almost always Bananza'd. There was very rarely a time where I was Donkey Kong and not
I was the opposite. I only used Bananzas when I had to because I want to push DK's base moveset to its limits. I want to see how far I can get as just DK. You're not missing terribly much. There are some really good songs, but I would say that Bananza has like a tight top 10 songs and then a big drop off after that.
Yeah, I did go back and listen to a few after. I'm like, okay, yeah. My favorite song.
I would say that's its weakest aspect is its overall soundtrack, because it's
probably
incredibly well. They're toward the end, so it's incredibly bottom heavy as a soundtrack, I would say.
Yeah. So we haven't talked about one thing in Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, the DLC's good.
Oh no, we did talk about that.
No, only a little bit. That's I can't think of a better finale of a Nintendo game.
Nah, that was great. My only gripe with it was that it was too short. I would have preferred like maybe 2 or 3 layers of the Kremlings rather than just one.
I agree, but it was still a solid like 2-hour chunk at the end of the game.
I know. And it was my god,
perfectly paced. It did not usurp Void Kong or Void Co in any way.
Yeah, let them breathe. Let them breathe.
Villains. I think that they did a fantastic job. The fact that it comes after the most Banjo-Kazooie level Nintendo has ever made with
the food carnival
park, with the grungy factory underneath, where I was like, this is all of the wonder in my soul. Thank you. And then it drops you into this horrible, dank hole where everyone is mean to you. And be like, go the fuck away. But pay me $10,000.
Before we get to the really good stuff, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about in that part of the game design that I thought was really cool, and that like kind of accelerated like amped up the difficulty as you went, because we were saying earlier in the early game it just felt like I could smash my way through everything, and the level design was like whatever. But weirdly, which no one would ever have on their bingo card, is that this game does some like chemical like material kind of like I don't even know how to describe it, but you have to think about how materials interact with each other in a Donkey Kong game. You have to like know your chemistry. Like you have to like throw salt at an acid enemy, or like throw dirt or ice on magma tiles and stuff like that. Like, and then especially in like the post game trials or whatever, that the elephant one is like all chemistry. Like you need to know how every material reacts to every material. Some you need to push into the sunlight, or some you need to like make sure they're not in the sunlight. I had no expectations that I needed to like think about how materials react against each other, but it was really cool, and like it made for some really fun gameplay moments.
Did you know that if you throw dirt at a fractone, it will absorb the dirt and become like this horrible amalgamation, and you can kind of just shape them however you want?
What?
Just
No.
hideous Cronenberg rock people.
No. I
gave
not
the
know
game
that.
to my sister, and she discovered that within 5 minutes. And I went, "Don't you want to do some platforming?" And she went, "Nah,
No.
I'm making some freaks." I call this one Love Wins.
Oh my god.
Because she just combined two fractones together, and there were two different colors. Like, look, they've kissed.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's another thing where I feel like this is next gen gaming. Like, I don't know if we could have pulled off this. Like, and then there's like massive pages of stats of how much of every type of material you've destroyed by cubic meter. It's like, man, oh man. Okay, now let's go back to the bottom layer.
Oh yeah, can do 100%. So I actually have this recorded on stream when I played through, and you go to one of the best named things, the Go No Further Gate.
Yeah.
And it's this giant obelisk, and they say, someone from the surface came in here long ago and never came out. And I look directly into the camera and I say, that's K. Rool. He's been here for 20 years with the Kremlin crew. That's where they've been. I was fucking joking. I didn't mean like...
You were manifesting.
I made it happen.
Yeah.
I made it real. And just... I don't know, as a longtime fan of the series, as someone who's invested a ton of time in the specific character of King K. Rool as like the embodiment of what that original rare chunk of Donkey Kong was about, what I grew up with. Not just the nostalgia for it, but that level of characterization that I appreciated from the Donkey Kong franchise that was there less and less in other mediums. To have that so thoroughly paid off, not just with the fact that King K. Rool exists, but the fact that he's introduced with his Donkey Kong 64 leitmotif after murdering the main villain of the game, barging in, and then immediately steals the technology of the previous person in order to continue on as Crocodile Cacophony starts playing in the background.
And it's right after a pretty great boss fight with Void Kong too. Like, one of my favorites in the game, honestly.
Definitely. And, like, I know a lot of people will see this and go, like, there's a feeling of nostalgia pandering here and the like.
Sure.
And I don't feel that at all. I feel that it is woven into the narrative to go, oh, damn, this is something that actually happened in Donkey Kong's world. There is a reason that this character is here. If it were any other series, this would be perfect chaos arising from the depths. This would be Dark Gaia coming out at the end of the game. It just so happens that the most evil thing in Donkey Kong's universe, the demon sealed at the bottom of hell, happens to be the fat crocodile that stole his bananas 30 years ago.
Oh my god. When I first saw that gold belly, I was like, that's him. That's him. There was no question. I was like, that is K. Rool's stomach. I know it. This weird gold nipple thing at the bottom of the core. Oh my god, it was so good to see him back. So good.
And from there, it's just a sprint that doesn't be like, remember this, remember this. It does do that, but it establishes the characters in such a strong way to give them such a strong presence. It pays off. The fact that it held on the camera of the first Croconoid coming to life in the Ingot Isle cave-in at the very start of the game, and then you see the shell come off and it's Critter, and he's weirdly buff and serpentine, and you're like, damn Critter, I didn't know you were like that. And then you punch him and he honks at you, and you go, oh, that's still the best sound effect in gaming.
It is. Oh my god, that was so satisfying. I also thought, like, when you first get to that bottom layer with the giant K. Rool statue, the music there is like the cave theme from Donkey Kong Country, and I just like, Or maybe it's not. Yeah, but it's not even like the music. It's just like the cave ambience from DKC one.
It's very subdued, and it like weaves in and out of the Minecart Madness theme as well.
Oh my god! And to just my complaint earlier, where I was like, I wish it was more, but they kind of do a good job of recontextualizing what you've done so far. You're like, oh, all of these were the Kremlin crew the whole time. They were just like freaky gold amalgamations of them or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like every layer then becomes like, in the same way that the fossils became, oh, I can't wait to see what's next. Every layer becomes, I can't wait to see what enemy they bring back. I have never popped off harder for the stupid buzzard in my life. I love Neki so much. I hate him. I love him.
I know. Oh, it was so good. So good. And then when you had like there was like a fight at the bottom, and then you could come back and fight like the entire Kremlin crew for like a bonus banana. That was so much fun. No, they brought back the what are the TNT guys called?
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
They brought back Kaboom. Kaboom and Army came back.
I know.
I was like, damn.
Okay.
Those are some cuts.
At first I thought it was going to be all DKC 1 enemies, and for the most part it is, aside from him, I think.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But like, I appreciate all of the crew that we got there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Daddy.
Yes. So the big fear is always when you bring back a legacy character and you're like, are you going to do them justice? Is it just going to be like, oh, there's a reason that this character was such a nostalgic time that they aren't really slotted in well contextually? And then I punched K. Rool in the dick, and he didn't flinch. And it did like a baby amount to his health bar. Yeah. And I went, oh, we're so back. Because like, I don't know about you, but like, I killed every single boss in this game in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, all of them except for the like acid, like flubber boss.
Oh yeah, Muckety Muck.
Yeah.
It was literally just him and then Void Kong, but only because Void runs away.
Yeah, everyone else I just slapped the shit out of in like 30 seconds. It was a little disappointing. That with the music, I'd say like the bosses on the first run anyway, maybe needed a little work.
I would agree, just because of how powerful your character is. But I feel like it's put in service to K. Rool's actual fights in the matter of you have infinite Bananza power for these, and he's still clapping back at full force.
Yep. Oh.
And not only is he, hitting you, not only is he replaying his greatest hits, he's doing it in such a grandiose fashion. He gets the power of God, and his first decree is, give me the worst looking gun you've ever seen. I want to use the power of God to shoot a monkey.
Yes. It covered in golden bananas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, that first boss fight is great, but it cuts off like just as you feel like it's getting going. You're like, all right, it's phase 2. And then it stops. And then you see a shop next to you. And you're like, okay.
I know. I was immediately like, yeah, this ain't over.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that anyway, but the fact that you gave me a shop.
I would have been significantly more worried. So the shop helped me.
True.
Because I don't trust Nintendo to not do it. The last time I thought, oh, there'll be more, it was just a fat walrus.
Yeah. Which was fine, but it wasn't also.
And then you hit me with more fan service I've ever felt in my entire life.
Oh my god. The pop-off moment. I mean, when it was like Donk King Kong Country.
Oh, I lost my shit.
Oh, me too.
Me too. My head off. And like, that's the whole thing. Like, by the time I got there, I knew to some extent, okay, King K. Rool's in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm getting too many notifications on specifically my K. Rool videos for him not to be in the game.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I know. I got like the Tuesday before, and I saw, well, that's probably what that is. And then I saw more. I didn't read them, but knowing that, I'm like, well,
yeah.
I have a pretty good hunch.
There's some foreshadowing in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No. The fact that every time you talk to Cranky and the little icon of Void Kong doesn't pop up every time he has dialogue, because that's what they always do. If they're referring to a character, their head will appear next to them.
Yeah, they put the little emoji in the text, yeah.
Yeah, and Cranky doesn't do that. Other characters will gladly do that for Void, but Cranky never will.
See, I always thought it's because Cranky's old. and he doesn't do emojis. But that's...
Doesn't he do it with Rambi?
Oh, maybe, yeah. So, no, what you're saying makes way more sense.
Yeah. But then it, like, they extend the intro of Gangplank Galleon just to give him a cinematic crescendo as he chases after you, strapping Chaos from DKC3 on his back.
The timing when he, like, opens his eyes and the music kicks in sent me flying into the back of my chair. Where it's like, and then you just see him going faster than the Banandium root is actually shoveling you to the surface. Oh my god. And then the whole fight on that platform with that music. They nailed it. They nailed it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not a hard sequence, but like, did you catch that they have like a little bit of his DKC3 boss theme in there? Like, as he starts using the remote?
No.
They have the guitar line, the bum 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 bum.
Oh.
Bum 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 bum. And it's like this backing instrumental before it gets into the da na 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 na.
No. I'm gonna have to re-listen. I'm gonna have to re-listen to the DKC3 K. Rulenstein theme again.
Oh yeah, because all you remember from that one is wow.
Yeah, I don't remember it all that well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a simple chord progression, but I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Damn. And then you emerge at the surface and just,
Like, I would have been happy there.
Yes, I would have too.
I would have been happy there.
Okay, give me like a little last phase fight. Give me like Ganon phase 4 of Twilight Princess.
Yeah, give me the Omni Slash ending. Like,
yeah, exactly.
But then they give you so much more. So much more.
Stop. It feels like fan fiction.
It
really
does.
Like, if I were like writing a perfect Donkey Kong finale, I'd be like, no, it's too much.
Yeah.
To put all of these signs there, to put a sign of Lanky Kong, to actively change the environment. I'm going to toss you just a quick picture into our call chat of, they have like regular New Donk City signs and he obscures it to be crocodile references.
Gator Sea Law.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, like, the fact that he got to the surface and there's a boss fight, sure, but transforming the entire city into a King K. Rool is fucking back baby party. It's like, oh my god, you guys get it, you get it. And you get it, and you have the budget to make this happen.
I know. You have a better dream than I do.
Yeah!
And then the boxing ring rises from the depths of the swamp on top of an airship.
I thought it was like the flying croc was carrying it, is it not?
Yeah, no. It's airlifted by it.
Right, yeah.
And
unbelievable.
It plays aquatic ambiance that goes into a refrain of Jump Up Superstar before that gets smashed by K. Rool's theme.
How dare he take the most soothing, calming song and make it a "fuck you, I'm back" anthem?
He takes it and he takes your daughter's future song and ruins it.
I mean, that whole last level is a reference to not only Rare Donkey Kong, but they do the meters thing, like in the original Donkey Kong. So, like, this game just, it's the perfect mixture of brand new and respect for the series. And
Fully agreed.
it's just
I
so
spent
good.
a long time considering this. I earnestly think this is my favorite video game. Period.
I can't argue.
Like I have those video games that make me up, that are 100% a part of me, that make up my psychology in growing up. Things like Donkey Kong Country 2, Kirby Superstar, Metal Gear Solid 3, Banjo-Kazooie, Persona 4. And there are new games that I love that show me things that I never knew before. Things like when Nier Automata came out, when Disco Elysium came out. Those are games that I was just fully engrossed in and was like, oh, these are showing me new feelings and new things that can be done in the medium. Bananza struggles even harder against that because it's a game that I have horrendously high expectations for.
Yeah.
Is a game where, like, I am at my most critical at every possible moment. And it not only exceeds those expectations, but shows me new things that I didn't know about something that I love the most.
Yeah.
And, like, if I can't put that at the top, if I can't value that, then I'm never going to be greater than my past. Donkey Kong Bonanza shows me that there is always hope for the future, to be surprised in things that I already know, that I already love, that people love the same things that I do and want to make them better. And that's what I love about it, truly.
Yeah. What you said really rang true for me, is that going into this, there was a lot of weight on the shoulders of one Donkey Kong. And the expectations were through the roof. And then they just completely just blasted through that ceiling. It's unbelievable. It's my favorite Donkey Kong, guaranteed, but this is probably a top 10er for me as well. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's my favorite game ever, but like, just even not only playing it, just thinking about it just makes me happy. Listening to the music makes me happy. Like, it's indescribable. They nailed it.
I see you there with, like, you know, FF7 Remake and Rebirth, and when you rank those very personally high, and I'm like, is he sure on that? And then I play this and I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Dude, when Re 3 comes out, I'm going to be insufferable.
I'm sure. I'm insufferable right now.
I know. You're paying it forward right now. Trust me. I'm going to talk about part 3 for hours. So Final Fantasy fans, come back when that happens.
No, absolutely. And then I do want to touch on the DLC just a bit.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because
before though, did you want to talk about any of the post-game stuff?
Post-game stuff's fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I enjoy playing more Donkey Kong. It is there for completion's sake. And if you're like, you know, maybe I preferred Mario Odyssey's Dark Side of the Moon, or Darker Side of the Moon, rather. I didn't. I found them basically about comparable in terms of difficulty and execution, and I feel like, say, the Galaxy games and Champions Road were much better finale end piece levels.
I think the more fun post game in Odyssey was Peach's Castle, honestly. But like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I think the trials, while fun, got a little long in the tooth. They were a little lengthy.
I agree, except for the ostrich one, which was the longest.
Oh.
But I found so much fun in trying to figure out how to get to islands out of sequence.
Okay. See, I was going to say the ostrich was my least favorite one.
No. I love that one.
Okay.
I was just like, how can I break this? And it let me.
True. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to cut you off there. Go ahead about the Emerald,
no
the Emerald
problem.
Dream.
So, yeah, no, Emerald Rush, the issue with ER is always going to
quickly
come down
close
to
my
its
door.
price point.
1 sec.
Oh, yeah, no, go for it. I see your nervousness. So the issue with Emerald Rush is always going to be its price point. It's always going to be, this is a $20 game or a $20 DLC with what should have been a free addition to the game with DK Island coming out in the same window that Silksong is releasing as a full game for $20. That's the entire conversation around it. Is it a terrible price value? Not for me, who got 70 hours out of it and will probably get less out of Silksong, but for a vast majority of people, yes. However, I feel that belays exactly what Emerald Rush does for the game. And I want to discuss that more because I feel like if more 3D platformers had an Emerald Rush, if, you know, other developers can learn from this mode, I think 3D platformers as a whole will become elevated. Because, you know, what Emerald Rush does is essentially it strips you of your Bananza powers, it strips you of all of your upgrades, and says, here is the level, figure out how to make money. And the interesting thing about that is, like, you're dropped in, you're naked and afraid, it's awful, and you check your map and go, okay, if I collect these golden bananas, I can get, say, my ostrich power back, or I can get the snake back, or I can get improved punch power so that I can actually break through the ground. Or you can try to farm for chips in order to get to your talent tree and essentially pay it off, not through bananas, but through your chips. So you have the option of either going through the entire level as quickly as possible, essentially creating your own speed run of the level as base Donkey Kong, that changes each time because, you know, sometimes the ostrich will be here, sometimes it will be here, sometimes it won't be anywhere, and you'll have to wait 5 rounds in order for the bananas to reshuffle.
It's timed, right? It's timed and you can extend your timer?
Yes. No, you have 90 seconds per round, and you have to reach a certain quota of emerald, or else the game ends.
Okay. So it's kind of like Tony Hawk-ish, if it's like heats that kept going, and you could perpetually keep them going.
Yes, precisely.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Every time that you get either a Banandium gem with a power in it, or a fossil, you will get a perk from Void Kong. Void Kong will be like, hey, every time that you beat a Croconoid, I will give you 100% more gold. Every time that you clear one of the stupid objectives I have, I will just pay you 150 extra gold. And these can stack infinite times, essentially.
Okay.
If I get this fossil, I will unlock the fossil map that will show me where every fossil is on my map if I don't know the area that well. And now you're blazing through levels in a wholly unique way. All of those collections of like 2 or 3 fossils that were all bunched together in the main game are now just like this treasure trove of, I get 3 upgrades instantly if I bust through here. The entire level is recontextualized with what bananas are far out of the way, what fossils are far out of the way, how can I route them in, when do I fight enemies. I think that, like, everyone who plays Emerald Rush has this genius moment where they realize all of the little octopus guys, the peekaboopoids, who hide in the rocks, they're like, if I use my ability, and I use the one where if I hit them with a chunk, it multiplies, and I multiply it by every time I kill a peekaboopoid, I'm killing like 10 peekaboopoids in one swing.
Okay.
So I get like 100 times multiplier.
You're selling me.
Feels smart about that.
You're selling me on this. This sounds like actual post game. Like, this is for when you've mastered the game and are looking for an additional challenge.
No, it is. It's the reason why everything is locked behind actually beating the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. It is actual post-game content. It's story-based. Void recognizes that it's like, yeah, okay, we're not ever going to mention that crocodile. Okay, you got it? Great. You want a job?
Yeah, let's monetize DK Island.
Exactly. And it's not just DK Island, it's most of the layers in the game. And you unlock them one after the other. And you get the realization of like, oh wow, Freezer layer sucks without the zebra.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the feast layer is incredibly hard when it turns down your punching power to 1.
Oh, I
And
wouldn't even,
everything
yeah.
kills you in like half a hit. It completely changes how you interact with every level and makes you appreciate how scalable and how fun it is to play around with them in a completely different way than the main game does.
Yeah.
It reutilizes all of its aspects so well, and I respect the hell out of it.
I think that's important because I'm sure I'm not alone in this, in that when I get to a new layer, one of my first instincts is to just completely destroy the shit out of it.
Exactly.
Go into elephant mode and give it the big suck and try to get like as many treasure boxes as possible. Because yeah, a part of me is like, man, I really am just shredding this world to bits. I wonder if I had the reduced ability to do so, or if I even couldn't, what that would look like. So I'm glad that Emerald Rush exists to not only, I mean, you can always just do that anyway, but this kind of forces the player to get familiar with the layout. And yeah, like you said, just recontextualize how you think about the game. Rather than a giant sandbox or sandcastle to be smashed, it is now a little bit different where you have to path out and stuff. So you're kind of selling me on it, and I might download it now. That sounds so fun.
I will just say before we stop, my favorite build that I've ever done is an ostrich-based build, and it is for every second that you glide, you gain like a 0.04% multiplier. And then it is and then I combine that with the egg bombs, and then I do it with every time you're above an enemy and kill them, it gives you a bonus. Combined with every time that you drop an egg, it gives you a bonus. Combined with every time you kill an enemy with an egg, you get a bonus. Combined with my favorite power in the entire game, Big Egg Explosion, which increases the diameter of your egg by like 8 times.
You're Grenade Man!
I am! I am the little Executor card that you get from the first Pokemon set.
Yes!
With coins infinitely.
Oh my god.
And then I combine that with the post-game upgrade of all of your eggs turn the area around it into gold, which costs a ton. It is like 150 times more expensive than any other upgrade. But if you do it, I am just actively pooping money as I fly over the world destroying it. It is some of the most fun I make my own economy smash monkey smash I've ever had.
Go ahead, Donkey Kong. Destroy the financial district. Make the people happy.
Make the people happy.
That sounds awesome. But yeah, like you said, most people probably won't get that value out of it, but for a select few, which obviously includes yourself. Now, what did you think of actual Donkey Kong Island?
It's fine. It's a museum.
Okay.
Basically.
All right.
It's there for you to get little statues of all the characters and pose with DK and Diddy and Dixie and Cranky and just like have little things. There are a bunch of cute little bits of fan service in there. They redesigned the poster of Candy Kong on DK's wall, so now you have a picture of Candy.
What do you mean redesigned?
She looks like she did in DK64, but less problematic.
Okay.
But it's a full new model of Candy, and like on K. Rool's Gangplank Galleon, they have a wrecked version of one of the old goal posts from DKC2.
Oh, cool.
And like little things like that make me clap and go yay.
Yeah.
It's
now that is
there to be cute.
Yeah, that's straight up nostalgia pandering, but that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, exactly. And then after you beat Emerald Rush, you can optionally fight Void on DK Island anytime you want.
Oh, and is it like his boss fight? Like his final boss fight?
His boss fight, but they've changed it so you go all around DK Island now.
Oh, that's cool.
And like there's like a little island that's the DK Bongos, and you have to fight him on the DK Bongos.
Okay.
And the DK Bongos are bouncy, so they're little bounce pads that you have to punch him as you go between the bongos.
All right. Okay. Pitch made.
How are the limited time events? Fun. They limit your upgrades, so you have to do it in a very specific way. They're not exceptional, but they're a fun time. Like, mine was like, you have to hoard chips the entire time, and at the end, you cash them all out for money. And that's how it intended you to do a build, and that was fun.
Okay. Final thoughts? Donkey Kong Bananza?
It's my favorite video game. What else do you want from me?
That's it. That's all I wanted.
Okay, great.
Very good game. Very, very good game. It's going to be hard for Switch 2 to come out with something better than that. I'll say that. Who knows what the next...
It's going to be hard for video games to come out with something better than that.
Who knows what, like, Mario's going to have to do something really new and really exciting.
Dude, Mario doesn't have a chance.
I don't... But here's the thing. I didn't know what Donkey Kong Bonanza was going to be. When I got it, I went, oh, I love it. So, I don't know what Mario could do, but I think they need to surprise us. No, the current rumor mill is like Galaxy 3, which would be so boring to me, I think.
It's a more linear thing. My issue with Bonanza is that it is so good that it makes me like all similar 3D platformers less.
Yeah.
Like, my estimation of Banjo-Kazooie has plummeted in the past 3 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you really lack freedom in the earlier 3D platformers, for sure. Unless you're like Mario 64. Like,
Banjo doesn't make me imagine tearing out the piece of a sidewalk that I'm walking on when I'm going on a jog and surfing on it. It hasn't changed my brain chemistry day by day.
Kazooie doesn't inspire me to be a better man.
No.
Or better dad.
Everything makes me worse.
Yeah, because Kazooie's annoying. Okay. Yeah. Very, very good. I'm glad we talked about that for over an hour. We needed to.
Yeah, no, exactly. Mm-hmm. I've let it out. I feel good now. I'm clear. That's the last you'll ever hear me talk about Bananza for at least 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. So I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of different games over the past couple months. I've been playing more games casually. But the one I put the most time into, second most time into, I'll get into the first later, but is Final Fantasy Tactics, the E001 Chronicles, which is obviously a remake of the PS1 Final Fantasy Tactics game. Highly regarded as one of the best Final Fantasy games ever. I think almost unanimously regarded as the best spin-off ever. Final Fantasy spin-off ever, I should say.
I don't know. Theater Rhythm exists.
I do love Final Barline, but I don't think the RPGers do as much.
No. That's okay. I just need to sit here and be defiant from my ass, who is like, I only played 2 hours of War of the Lions, and I found that the rhythm game was superior. Actually,
if I'm ranking spinoffs, it goes Tactics, Final Barline. Let's be real here.
I get you.
So, for anyone who hasn't played this, it's the Final Fantasy world. In fact, it's a very specific world called E001. But instead of like the traditional RPG gameplay, it's tactical. I mean, this game's been around for 30 years. I'm sure you all know what it is by now. The marketing and promo circuit for this game was kind of insane. Like, I couldn't not hear about it from everywhere and every place. As a massive fan of Tactics, do I like the remake? Yes, I do. I got the Platinum Trophy. I did everything I possibly could. For anyone who has not played it, the story, oh my god. The story is so good. Now, one of my main gripes with the original game was it's kind of hard to follow, especially because you were dealing with 2 different translations, one on the PS1 and another on the PSP. The PSP is much better, but it's also much more old Englishy Shakespearean kind of. So if you're not used to that kind of thing, it can be a little difficult. The E001 Chronicles, however, they introduce a ton of new features, which includes, like, at any point in the game, you can see the state of the realm, and you can see where everyone is, what everyone's motivation is, who they are, and who they're related to. And you can see, like, a whole timeline of events. If you're not sure who they just name dropped, you can go into the menu and go, okay, who's that person? Oh, Duke Larg. Okay, yeah, all right. And then it'll tell you everything about him, to the point where you're at in the story. So if there's details about Duke Larg that become relevant later, that will update So there are multiple updates all through the story, which will completely change every character's like dossier as you go through. And you can also, there's a timeline slider. You can move it left and right and see all the events that happen with a giant world map showing where everyone is and where they're going and what they're doing and why they're doing it. Makes the story much more digestible if you want to put in the work to do it. Now,
you sound like someone who's defending Final Fantasy 13 going, no, I swear, guys, if you just read the story, it makes perfect sense.
I'll do that another day.
All right.
But yes, I would argue that 13 doesn't. Anyway, no, we're not going there. Okay. Anyways, the story is also like, if it wasn't super relevant in the 90s, it's insanely relevant now. It's about like a forgotten hero who is trying to use what little power he has in himself and in his name to better the lives of those that society has kind of cast aside. The basic backdrop of the game is there was a 50 years war, it ended, and then every soldier and veteran that was in that war is returning to a country where they have nothing to do and they have no jobs, they have no money, and they're struggling. And you are a rich child with a poor friend who you brought into your rich life, and you want to make things better for these people, but the systems in place and the people in power don't really care. They just want to make sure they stay in power. And then that evolves into like a shadow organization trying to pit two very large angry groups against each other in order to manipulate the narrative and hold all the power and the control and flow of information themselves. Wow, doesn't that sound relevant right about now?
Well, it's relevant just throughout history.
It is.
Things that are like soldiers coming back from war and the feeling of the new world and the new economy. It's very relevant to most, post-war nations and the feeling of it. The obvious ramifications being like World War II and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
and there's something to be said.
Yes, absolutely.
Some people just, if they're not a warrior, if they're not at war, they are lost. So maybe they will look for any excuse to start a new one or be in a new one or whatever, at the expense of whoever. It doesn't matter as long as it's not me. So yeah. And the story is much better because of all those new features I said earlier, but they added voice acting and it is stellar. It's so good. Like I was hesitant. I was like, yeah, I don't know if voice acting's gonna work here, fam. But then playing through it, they did such a good job. Because I've played other games like Triangle Strategy and oh my god, what was the other Square game where the voice acting was just horrendous? Oh, the Trials of Mana remake. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Trials of Mana.
Yeah, no. Oh. So because this is like kind of like a budget Square title, I was scared. But no, they crushed it. They did a great job. If you're playing through the story, definitely do not skip the voice acting or the dialogue. It's fantastic. The gameplay is fantastic. If you like building, your own team with different jobs, the job system is great. It's constantly evolving. You start out with like basic jobs like Squire and Chemist. The Squire evolves into like Knights and Dragoons and very physical jobs. The Chemist evolves into magical jobs, Black Mage, White Mage, Time Mage, Summoner, etc. You can mix and match and grow a team all your own. It's fantastic. Now, I'll talk about specifically the Ivalice Chronicles and the changes it makes compared to the original, which is like what every Final Fantasy Tactics fan really cares about when they're thinking about playing.
Yes.
Luckily and thankfully, and I think every friggin' remake should do this always, they include the original game right on there. Just do that.
Oh, thank God.
Just do that. Because even if you think it's completely better in every way, giving players the ability to see the bones and see what improved and see what was there is really interesting. What's another game I recently played that had included the original? Oh yes, the Dracula X Chronicles on PSP.
X Chronicles, yeah.
Yeah, which it just included Rondo of Blood. Always do that. That said, of all the great things that this game does, I do have some gripes. one, I feel like Square Enix can just never, they don't ever make a definitive version of any game. I don't know if this is intentional or they're just completely oblivious, but every time they remake or re-release a game, they do some huge improvements, but then they just like leave some improvements behind or make some things worse or don't include extra stuff from an old version. So one of my gripes is, yeah, the War of the Lions remake on PSP added a bunch of extra stuff, new jobs, new missions, new story battles, Balthier, the leading man from Final Fantasy 12. None of that's here. I don't know why. I think the reason they gave was that this remake specifically is made based on the original because a lot of the original team came back to do it, whereas War of the Lions was like another team that just did their own thing and added stuff. Whatever. They still use
Do you still have the source code for War of the Lions? Because I know for this game in specific, is just a fun aside of what I do know of this game, is that Square actually lost the original source code for this game. They just sort of burned it afterward, and they had to go online for for fan preserved versions. And
fan preserved, yes.
The fan base specifically.
I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest. If they had the source code for War of the Lions, I would expect that they would keep all that extra stuff. I don't know why you would cut it, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's not there. Some might argue that it didn't really add all that much to begin with. Fair enough, but like it's still content that was made. And if you're trying to sell this as like the definitive version, which they are, just put it in there. But nah, that's not Square Enix, baby. There's always something. They do it with like Final Fantasy, like the Pixel remasters, removed all the extra content from the Game Boy Advance and PS1 versions. Anywho, it kind of bugs me, but it's not a big deal. You'll still have a great time with it. They add a lot of quality of life improvements in the gameplay itself. However, it inadvertently just breaks some mechanics in the game. So one of the key things that they added was that when you're traveling around the map, which is just a bunch of dots connected by lines, in the original game, if you walked past an orange dot, which was like a wild encounter area, you had a chance to be attacked by monsters and you fight them like a Final Fantasy game, like any RPG.
Right.
And you had to. So in this game, you could just go, nah. Like monsters show up and you could just go, no, they didn't actually. And you could just keep going. Yeah. So now that's not that big a deal. You could say, well, okay, if you just flee from all the battles, you'll be under leveled and you'll get your shit rocked when you actually go into a story mode. And that is true. What it actually breaks is when you go to different towns, you can go to like taverns and pubs and pick up odd jobs there. Now, how this was originally meant to be intended was you pick 2 to 3 of your people, like people on your squad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then it tells you the amount of days they have to leave your party to do it. So it'll be like,
oh, I see the issue.
Mm-hmm. It'll be like, okay, you do not have access to these 3 characters for 14 days. And a day in Tactics is you traveling from one point to the next. That's a day. Mm-hmm. So the intention was, it's a risk-reward system in the original game. So yeah, you can send off some of your people to go, and when they come back, they get a bunch of gil and a bunch of experience and a bunch of job points. So they're much stronger, and it's basically free.
Right.
But you're leaving yourself vulnerable if they were your heavy hitters to the wild encounters, because you have to spend 14 days to get them back. Now, you could go between 2 towns, but that's very rare. Like, the map is pretty much set up, so you can't really do that. And different towns and different taverns have different jobs, so you can't always do that. Now, I can just go, all right, 3 best party members, go, 14 days. I just pick a dot 7 dots away, and I pick a dot 7 dots back, and I just say, no random encounters happen. And then I just get tons of free job points, experience, and gil. And I'm like, I didn't earn that at all. I did not earn that.
Yep.
So
I love your analogy of it, of just, it's the same thing as monsters. Oh, they're gone for 14 days. No, they're not.
No.
They're here, money, please.
There is no risk, and it's all reward. And you could just go through the entire list of every mission, because that's the only mission type. It's go away for a certain amount of time, come back. That's it. So, and these are like somewhat story gated. So like as you get through the chapters, more and more of these open up. So when I got to like chapter 4, there was like 30 missions open to me. It was just a sheer dump of just free experience and kill, which didn't feel great. Because you just didn't earn it. There was no risk. It was all reward. Some people like that. I don't. I really value a challenge, and I like interesting decisions in RPGs. This just seemed like a no-brainer. Like, oh, free stuff. Okay, I'll take the free stuff.
No, exactly. At some points, RPGs to me become, and I feel like this has become more of a commonality. I'm a weirdo who, in general, enjoys grinding because I find it the punishment for not pacing yourself properly. I find it like something that you have to do. Now, if the game is horribly overleveled and forces you to grind at a specific point, like, say, Mother 1, then yeah, I find that a bit egregious. But in general, I find that grinding is your balance for improper pacing, so to speak. And I find that so many more RPGs these days are focused on getting you that perfect slice of the story, perfectly moving you from point A to point B. And I feel like that sort of reduces the agency in having all of these systems and all these creative ways of exploring with the gameplay. It feels like we're optimizing the gameplay out of RPGs at some point.
Yeah. I mean, this there is the argument, oh, don't do it. And fair enough, I could not do it. But you are taking a lot of time. The funny thing when you say that, though, when you say the grind is like you making up for not pacing yourself properly, the random encounters in this game, which in the original were forced upon you, scale to your level. But the story battles don't. So that's kind of the key. So that wouldn't help you in the original game fighting the random monsters. They're all scaled to Ramza's level, who's the main character.
Right.
But yes, there's been this growing sentiment in the past, I mean, couple decades now, that wild encounters, random encounters, bad. And like every new release and of everything ever is just, oh, we got rid of them, or you can avoid them, or we just don't have them, or they suck and you can skip them, or there's just a straight up button that says they don't happen anymore. That's in like most Final Fantasy remakes,
right,
and re-releases, which again I feel it just kills the challenge. But some people don't care, and that's okay too. They really do just want the story. So all the power to you, but I find it rips the challenge out of it. Now, another quality of life improvement that also rips the challenge out of it too is that in the original game, when you've played Fire Emblem, you could always do this in Fire Emblem. You could move, you could see like your matchup against an enemy, and then if it's really bad, you go, nah.
You go, nope.
Yep. Not in the original tactics. You could not do that. You had to commit your ass to a move, then you could see now then you could decide to attack or not attack or do something different.
Right.
But you had to commit. Yeah, you had to commit. Yes. So now you don't. You can just undo it. But what you can do is move to every single enemy, see all of your matchups, and just always pick the most optimal best one, which again takes a lot of the challenge out of it. But they did add Tactician mode, which is a very hard mode, which honestly does feel like it evens out with that specific thing. It doesn't even out with the tavern stuff, but it is a lot harder, and enemies do way more damage, you do a lot less, and they're much smarter. Like if a confused enemy is next to another one, sometimes they'll just hit them to unconfuse them, and I've never seen them do that before. Or they will intentionally hit them with a weak attack to trigger their auto potion so that they heal more than they actually got hit, which is pretty impressive. Another gripe of mine, I have no idea why they did this, but when you're playing the story and you get to these key moments, there are these beautifully animated cutscenes that don't play.
What?
They go to the menu and you unlock them when they should play, but they don't actually play. You have to dig into the menu and go, oh, play this.
What? No. So you don't get those story events unless you choose to see them, or
you do in
like
the sprite form. You do in sprite form. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which was okay. So it's the original game. The original game didn't have these scenes.
Right.
The original game just had them talking as their sprites on the field. But War of the Lions added the cutscenes. So they put the War of the Lions cutscenes in the game, but not when they should happen. Only you unlock them when they should happen in a menu. It's so...
Why would they put the War of the Lions things in when they don't put the War of the Lions gameplay in?
They even re-recorded the lines with the new voice cast for these scenes.
Why would you go through the effort?
Ah! I don't know. I'm. It's truly baffling. Maybe they didn't want to double dip, like they didn't want to show you the same scene twice, but show the better one.
Just create an option when you start the game. Do you want animated cutscene or classic cutscene?
Or maybe when one of them is playing, have a button prompt that says like push square to see the full scene or something like that. But to not show them at all is baffling. They like up-res them, they re-recorded them, and then they buried them in a menu. I don't know why. And then another thing, it's just the sprites look really muddy and grainy if you really zoom in. If you're playing from far back, it's fine, but I found that it's got like that kind of like emulator smudge that I'm not so much a fan of.
Right.
And I mentioned this too with Metroid Prime Remastered. They didn't do anything with the soundtrack, like nothing. It's copy and paste, which fine. The original soundtrack is amazing, but I would have liked something else. This is more me complaining about something that's not in the game, which is never fair, but I wanted it. I wanted some remixes.
Yeah.
That's
no, I get that.
Yeah, even if they're worse, give me the option to just put the old one back. That's two things that like I've been spoiled by a lot of remakes on, is include the old game and let me toggle the remaster or the original soundtrack. Those are like baseline things. Other than that, the game is amazing. I poured 85-ish hours into it to get the platinum trophy. It's a lot of fun. It's an incredible story, incredible soundtrack. And if you're a Final Fantasy fan or, a tactical RPG fan, I'd say check it out. Now, I did play another Final Fantasy game more than this one in the past couple months.
Oh, okay.
And it's Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering.
This sounds like a problem.
It was. It's not. Yeah. Is my wife watching? Okay, no, it's not a problem. So I collected the physical cards. Not all of them. I'm still missing a few. But I did a huge pack opening on stream. That was so much fun. I got some real good rips. And that's been great. And I've made like some decks here at home, and me and my son play, and occasionally when I get together with my friends, we play them too. All lovely. Then I downloaded Magic the Gathering Arena, which just lets you draft. And for anyone who is not familiar with what a draft is, basically everyone starts on an even playing field. They give you 3 booster packs. You open one, you pick the best card. You take the rest of them, you pass them to the left. You get a pack, you get the leftovers from the right, you take a card. And you do that until all the packs are gone. You make your best deck, and then you fight people. And if in Magic the Gathering Arena, if you win, you get enough like currency to do it again. And you get to keep all the cards. So it became quite addicting.
I can imagine so.
Yes. So I was very, very deep into Hearthstone when that first came out, and for like the first 2 or 3 years. So this was scratching an itch that hadn't been hit in quite some time. Eventually, I did hit Mythic rank, which is like legendary or whatever. It's like above all the other tiers. And then to me, I just said, I beat the game. I'm good. I got it now.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. As someone who's played far too many GBA Yu-Gi-Oh games, I completely understand.
Is there any like online Yu-Gi-Oh ladder game?
Yeah, there's a Master Duel now.
Like with actual other players?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that recently came out. It's like the first good official Yu-Gi-Oh simulator. There's also the expedited version for phones, Dual Links,
Okay.
and that was good for about a year.
Okay. I imagine it's very complicated to program a game like Yu-Gi-Oh into a digital landscape. So
It's asinine. I
Yeah.
remember just like every single time if you set Mystical Space Typhoon, the game is like, are you sure you would like to destroy a magic or trap card? Because its whole effect is just destroy one magic or trap card, and it itself is a magic and trap card. So every time you do any action, it has to go, would you like to destroy Mystical Space Typhoon?
Yeah. In Magic the Gathering Arena, whenever that happens, there's just a big pass button at the bottom. But everything you can do is glowing, which is nice. So I could be like, yes, I do want to kill that. Or I could just go pass. The set itself apparently was like the best-selling Magic the Gathering set they've ever made, ever. And that makes sense. The cards are stupid expensive. And it's kind of sent Magic the Gathering. I'm not a Magic the Gathering guy at all. I'm only in for Final Fantasy, and then I'm hard out. But I've heard the ripple effects being insane. Like everything is a Universes Beyond, which is what they call like licensed sets from other properties. It's apparently becoming a big problem. I don't care. I got in, I got out. I love, like, they did such a good job. People all say, even Magic the Gathering fans say this is one of the best sets ever. It's just so balanced. They took such care making all of the cards extremely relevant to all their in-game like personas. Top tier stuff. I love it. It costs a lot of money. Don't spill any drinks on my cards.
Say that from experience, it sounds.
Dude, I went to an Airbnb with my wife for like 3 days. We always bring a fat stack of Pokemon cards. We go hardcore. We were playing a 2v2 as two people. We were each controlling two decks fighting each other.
Right. Yes.
And she just whole hog just spilled wine all over 3 of the decks, completely ruined them.
Oh god.
And all I was thinking was, holy shit, I'm glad this isn't Final Fantasy. I mean, but the Pokemon cards, they're still like, I was still quite upset, but like, it could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. Totally not her fault. We're all good, but yeah, those decks are cooked. Okay. I think that's all I've got in the Final Fantasy tank right now.
Okay, good.
So,
Pyrr,
how's your humanity? And by that I mean, how are you, the human being, doing? How's your physical health? How's your mental health? How are you getting through the days? Is it a struggle or is it fine?
It's been a unique time. I'm just coming off of doing the largest YouTube project that I have ever done in my life. Even more than releasing one Donkey Kong video every single day, this has been more personally stressful and taxing than doing that. It has been the largest amount of coordination I've ever done with a bunch of people. It is the most I've ever had to edit audio. It's the most I've ever had to look at my own work and say, what is worth keeping? Because when I edit videos often, I usually keep the full script. Whatever I write, I keep. And I hate editing my own stuff. I hate trimming down words because I'm like, well, if I wanted to say it, I will say it. And then when I'm in the recording process, I'll go, well, a human being doesn't sound like this. These words are stupid. Let me rephrase them. But I don't usually destroy chunks of my work. It is, it's just in my upbringing, the idea of letting anything go is very, very difficult for me. This is...
Are you saying there's a Snyder cut coming in the future?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because like I've cut like 45 minutes of potential audio that I would put in from this King K. Rool project that I've been working on. This video on King K. Rool. but I understand that, like, if the video gets to a certain point, the larger it gets, the less people who are interested in the funny crocodile from Donkey Kong will want to click on a video of that size about him. So I need to keep it in a state of, like, I can tell the full story in a reasonable amount of time with a couple good antisodes in there, with a couple good facts in there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it is at the other end of it. I am very tired, but it is the most fulfilled I have felt. It is the most that I have felt like I am doing a good job here. I am making difficult decisions in a creative process, and ultimately every decision is for the health of either myself or someone else being featured in the video. And the fact that I'm working with so many people, the fact that there is this level of interplay means so much to me. It's the fact that I'm like, I have the opportunity here working with others in order to make their words and what they're saying and their personalities shine more.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but like, I am humble to the point of self-destruction, I would say.
Over the fact that all these people are coming to you to be like the dividing rod.
Both that and the fact that, like, I will do a lot for other people. Doing something for myself is insanely difficult. I don't get half of the level of fulfillment I do from doing something for me compared to doing something for someone else. And having this be such a collaborative project, having other people put their trust in me to make what they're giving to me sound the best that it can be is both a humbling experience and the most fulfilled I have been in doing my work in YouTube. So, like, I'm very tired. I am very stressed.
Yeah, you better watch it. I have seen it, and I think it's paced extremely well. And I even said this to you when I was giving you the feedback on it. I was like, this feels so much bigger than just you. This is like, you are the one doing it, of course, but like, this is like the voice of a whole community, this video, and like, you feel that, but it is all through your lens, which is, you know, why we're all here at Designing For anyway, right? So it's really, really good, and you should feel very proud, and you should all watch it when it comes out, or I will hunt you down.
Right now, the tentative release date would be November 17th.
All right.
It was originally going to be the 20th, which would have been exactly 30 years since DKC2 came out. But Kirby Air Riders comes out that day.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
No, it can sit there and it can get some days, and then Kirby will come out, and then people will be like, oh, look at this Dedede video. What's Dedede about? And they'll be like, oh, K Rool, he's cool. And then everything will be great, and life will be good.
Sweet. That's good. It must feel like a huge lift off your shoulders having it finished as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
On top of that, Deltarune video coming soon. That has been an exercise in frustration in trying to do a cosplay for it, and the foam keeps warping. Oh, God.
Tenna?
Tenna.
Yeah, okay.
It was... I've had to cut brand new pieces of foam in order to make that TV head even slightly resemble a TV again. Because, like, you cut it out, and then I take it into my hot garage, and it expands a little, so none of the measurements that I spent a long time doing actually work. So there's, like, this growth in the back of the TV that's just like this little side compartment. It's like when you add to a perfectly square house, just like this little oval room to the side. It's fine.
Okay.
It looks the same from the front, but...
Okay, sure. It's just extra brain space.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, it fits comfortably. It'll work for the video. I have some sanding to do on it, but I should have that finished. It's like, life's been hard, but it's been hard in a very engaging way that I haven't felt in a long time.
That is the best kind of life is hard and stressful, when you're really creating something you're proud of. Like, that's it's exhausting. Just like, yeah, I balance that with a ton of other stuff, but none of it is ever anything I would want to not do, right? Except maybe, I don't know, day job. Who wants to work a day job?
It's the weird bump on the back of some old CRTs. No, gamer bug. That's there. The issue is like it's not a back on the back, it's on the side. But it's only visible from the back.
So it's like a TV goiter?
Yes. It's like if I just had a mole at the back of my head that was like, but like you couldn't see it. Like my hat was blocking it. And then you look at me from behind and it's like, woo.
Well, we're gonna need to see pics, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Planning any cool trips lately?
Oh yeah, no. I'm going to be at HowCon this upcoming weekend.
Me too.
That's gonna be fun. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying out there. I'm going to hang out. I'll probably be in Tarvold's panel at some point and hanging out and doing, some help setting up Claire's stuff as well.
Yes,
so.
Claire will be here. It'll be a Halifax party. I know HowCon's all sold out, but if any of you are going to be at HowCon, you'll see us all there. It'll be super fun. Yeah, I'm excited to have you down. He came down last year. It was a blast. He left. He went home almost dead.
No. I was suffering to an incredible degree.
Yeah, to the point he had to delay his flight because he's like, I think I can't get on a plane.
No, like, I couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
I tried, and I went like, I can't get down these stairs.
That is how I felt coming back from MegFest. I was dead for 2 weeks, just a complete zombie. I got my vaxes yesterday. Ow.
Why you punched that?
Oh my god, last night I got both. I got double shot flu and COVID. It hit me so fast. Right after supper I went like, whoa, I am legitimately dizzy. It just hit me so fast, and when I went to bed I had like the craziest chills, and I woke up this morning I was totally fine. My arm's sore, but like it just ran through me really fast. But I've never had a
That's every combo shot I've ever had, except for this last one that I got a week ago, where I just like tanked it, and I'm like, I should be feeling worse. I'm good.
Maybe they're placebos. I hope not.
Oh damn!
They tricked you, Tom Sawyer. Yeah. As for myself, well, obviously I'm planning to have Pyrr down. It's gonna be a blast. Maybe we'll play some Mystical Ninja. Who knows? Doing yoga every day, trying to like shut off as much weight as possible to fit into my costume for this weekend. Me and the whole family were doing a Final Fantasy VII group cosplay. It's gonna be awesome, along with a friend of mine too. Yeah. So we'll share some of that out. And yeah, just been very busy dog dadding. My puppy ate an entire garlic cheese ball, had to vomit it up. We had to take him to the vet. He's totally fine. My wallet is not. But he is a puppy. Puppy gonna be puppy.
Yeah, no, my puppy's getting old. I'm like, did you pee on the bed tonight?
Oh.
No, it's a good night. I can't go to bed any earlier than like 10:30, or else she will guaranteed. But like, if I catch her, it's like, okay, it's my 10:15 pee time, Dad. I'm like, yes, daughter. Good, go out. You're so old.
How old?
15 and a half.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, but
that's a good life.
Her expected life expectancy was like 10 years. So
oh wow,
she's well into the DLC of her life.
Yeah, deep into the post game. Well, that's good. Cool. All right. Shall we do our first new segment?
Yes, let's do that.
I'm going to hit the button for... The Happening Star! Hey! In an effort to bring more fun and positivity to this bleak, dire world of ours, we are going to celebrate once a month something that's happening that's good. Doesn't that sound fun, chat?
Yeah.
Pyrr, what good happened? Well, maybe not this month, but in the past couple since we've been planning this.
I don't know. I just like little cute stories. Like I used to go through the podcast and be like, guys, did you see this metal slime Roomba? It makes me happy. Look at that. And just like on the same line, it's just this cute little story about Pokemon centers in Japan offering a special Slowpoke for Pokemon Legends ZA. And the headline says, but only if you'll engage in a bit of public humiliation. So,
and what does the subtitle say?
The subtitle says, go cry about it. Incredibly positive.
Yes, go cry about it.
So, in any case, Slowpoke's Japanese name is Yadon, with a full-throated cry, which sounds like yawn. So, Japanese Pokemon centers are offering a free special Slowpoke, but only if you go into the Pokemon Center and publicly go, I would like the Slowpoke. Deep and full-throated are the requirements.
Yes.
And then they'll go, yeah, I'll give you a Slowpoke. And like, I just feel like games need silly events like this that celebrate like culture and coming out of yourself. Like one of the best times in the world was when Pokemon Go came out and you could go up to another person, you see them on their phone, and you would both know implicitly, oh, everyone is just playing Pokemon. The world is just a little smaller. I feel like we need these events that get out of ourselves, get out of our self-contained bubbles. And like, I know this is small, I know this is silly, but I want more of it in life, you know?
Yes. The little moments are the best. And just something so stupid like this is very endearing. I want more people to embarrass themselves for for fun.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good one.
So
yeah.
what have you got? What positivity do you have to share?
You know, I'm looking at what I have, and like one is like kind of skewing a little negative, so I think I won't read that one. But I think I want to just celebrate two games in particular that came out this year because they are the shining beacon examples of what gamers want to see from their developers, and that is unrestricted passion, and that's Clair Obscur Expedition 33 and Hollow Knight Silksong. Now, I haven't played either of these games. That's not true. I
haven't either.
I played Clair Obscur for like an hour. My only issue was I played on the PlayStation Portal when I'm in bed, and my PlayStation's in the basement, which is normally fine. However, this game requires crazily accurate QuickTime blocking and parrying, which does not translate well using that. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I have to play it on the actual PlayStation. I will get to it. But really, the story is these studios were able to make exactly what they want, how they wanted to make it, take as much time as possible, and put out something amazing. And in the case of Silksong, it's $20. And they could have easily charged $50. Easily, and probably doubled their profits, but they just put it out, and they said the only reason we stopped is because the game was getting too big. We could have easily pumped more and more in there. So
what I love about like Silksong in specific is that there were no major delay issues with it. There was no drama. There was no massive loss of the project. The reason it took so long, the reason that it missed deadlines was because they just kept adding more because they wanted to, because they were having fun developing the game and wanted to make it the best product possible.
And
now,
they
have had a little better of a PR team over it, but like of problems to have, we're having fun is a pretty good one.
I think, honestly, I think part of it was just tuning out the internet and not giving a shit that people were like, where is Silksong? Show us something. Where is it? Give it to us now. Instead, they were just like, we're just going to go make the game. You'll get it when you get it, sweetie. And yeah, as far as I can tell, it's been received very, very well. Some people do say it's a little bloated. That's fine, though. It just means it's more. So I think those two games need to be celebrated. I also can't wait, which this is something I never thought I'd say. I can't wait for the Game Awards this year.
Yeah.
I always live stream it with a huge crowd and we have a great time. what I want to see more than absolutely anything. One, I need Donkey Kong nominated for Game of the Year. I think it should be. It probably will be. I don't know.
It would be odd if it wasn't.
I don't think it's winning. Let's put that out there. But
no, neither do I.
But to be nominated, then it gets a part of the orchestra that they have at the end.
Medley?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to hear Heart of Gold. I need to hear Epic Flute Guy playing behind some spunky teen singing Heart of Gold, okay? I need that. Inject that directly into my veins, okay? Give me that. That said, it's probably going to be Clair Obscur or Silk Song. More than likely Clair Obscur.
It would feel bad if Clair Obscur didn't win, is my opinion.
Yeah, imagine panning to the audience after a Clair Obscur loss. Just... What would the Muppets think about this?
Oh God! No, they already did Statler and Waldorf.
Mm-hmm.
They can only go down.
No, you know what they do? They just pan to Beaker going. Just like that meme of the guy in the crowd who's just like, but it's Beaker instead. That would kill me. Yeah. So those are
French Muppets.
Are there any French Muppets? I mean, there probably is. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
So I know.
Yeah, no. Okay. Those are our happening stars for this month. I know they weren't really this month, but this is the prototype. We've been planning this for months. Okay, we were supposed to do this last month too, and you'll see more effects of that a little later in the show. In fact, this section right here. Let's go to...
Got him.
That's right. It's Got Him. Game of the month. We played this 2 months ago.
We sure did. So anyway, this is the book club segment of it. We are going to pick one game every month that we're both going to play through. If it's a longer game, we've decided on like a 10-hour minimum for us to go through to get just like an idea of like, okay, yeah, now I can get an idea of the game from that. That way you guys can like post in the comments, your thoughts on the game, how you felt, have a game announced so that we all sort of have this communal experience with it.
Yeah.
That mostly we will be discussing ours.
Yeah, we encourage you to join along. Obviously you can't for this one, but we will let you know what game we're going to be playing next month, and you'll have a hand in deciding what we play the month after that. All during this episode, okay? But yeah, this Got 'em game of the month is Shinobi, The Art of Vengeance, okay? And like I said, we played this a couple months ago. We were planning on launching this last month, but we got delayed due to XYZ reasons. But
this was like an August playthrough for me. I finished early September.
Yeah. And you did 100%, right?
I did do 100%, yes.
As did I.
I didn't do like extra bonus missions, but I did beat the secret boss.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't do was the boss rush, because that was quite tough.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I just wasn't interested.
No, me either.
I don't know about you. I don't like that Yakuza guy boss. I love his design. I hate fighting him.
Oh, the one where he has like the floating sword around him? And he's like,
yes.
Oh god, yeah,
that just gets in the way all the time.
And it's like it's completely unreadable. It seems like totally random where it's going to be.
Yeah, it just goes.
Yeah, so this is the newest Shinobi game, obviously, and they kind of did a genre shift with this one. Typically, Shinobi has always been just like side-scrolling platforming action, much like Ninja Gaiden.
Well, there were and much like Ninja Gaiden in like the PS2 generation, it did high-speed 3D action as well.
Right. Shinobi's back, etc. Mm-hmm. I didn't actually play the PS2 one. It looked
neither did I.
Frustrating.
I'm told that the final boss isn't great.
Yes, I was told that as well. But this one kind of goes Metroidvania, but it's not full Metroidvania. It's kind of like 1 foot in the Metroidvania pool, because it still is, you progress through levels, but each level is like an isolated mini Metroidvania, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's there's a linear path to the boss and there are like cinematic moments through it, but there are a bunch of branching paths that like fold into themselves within those. It's like tiny Metroidvania maze hallway, tiny maze hallway, that sort of thing.
I thought of it more kind of like a Genesis Sonic level, but you're expected to go everywhere. Right, but like it starts linear and then it gets fat in the middle, and there's much height, much depth.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then it eventually tapers off into the boss. You know.
Yes.
So that's Sega for you, I guess.
I suppose so.
The music is incredible. I'm pretty sure T-Lopes and Johnny Atma are on this soundtrack as well. And the Japanese composer.
Gameplay-wise, this is the Streets of Rage 4 team, I believe.
I mean, that shines through. It looks stylistically, it looks very Streets of Rage 4. Okay, so on the grand pantheon of Metroidvanias, how did you feel about this one?
So, like, notoriously, I am less high on Metroidvanias than other folks. Like, I have some of my favorites. I love Symphony of the Night. I love Aria. I love Toho Luna Nights. But generally, a lot of those are like expressions of 2D combat. And in that regard, I do think that Shinobi Art Vengeance is a very difficult game for me to talk about, because the combat in this game, when it's going on all cylinders, feels incredible. Joe Musashi, when he hits something, it feels awesome. When he moves, it feels awesome. His dive kick, fantastic. There's a weight to his strikes when they bring you up, like the hit stun on them. Perfect. The first 2 hours of this game, I was like, fuck yeah, this is incredible in like indescribable ways. The platforming in this game, honestly, very good.
Yep.
It's a lot of them are like surprisingly brutally difficult, because it uses its Metroidvania formula to essentially go, okay, here's a branching path, and then here's another path which will have an even more difficult segment that is just focused platforming, where any mistake will send you back to the start. It has like very much those like Hollow Knight-esque offshoots that are way more difficult than the rest of the game.
Are you talking about like the rifts?
Not just the rifts, but just like individual areas of levels.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking of just any time where there's basically instant kill spikes on the top and bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, go through the tiny hallway, fucker.
Yes.
Are you good at air dashing? I hope so.
You do start the game with a double jump and an air dash and a dive kick. So right off the rip, I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Yep. And it constantly expands its moveset all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Which makes it so odd that the more I played of the game, the less I felt invested in it.
Yeah, the combat. Okay, first let's explain one of my favorite aspects of the combat, in that if you bring an enemy to the brink of death, they get a little like black and red symbol above them, which means you can hit like L and R to instantly kill them. If you do this to multiple enemies all at once, you get so much more money, health restores, rage meter, and kunai. So you're rewarded for kind of like bringing an entire screen worth of enemies to the brink of death without killing them, and then just exploding them all into like red paste in an instant. And that feels really good. That's when I feel like the game is at its best. And in fact, there's some where there's like a caster guy who's healing them, so you can bring them to the brink of death and they'll heal, but they'll still have the symbol above their head, so you can still kill them. But like you said, by the end of the game, it did wear a little thin. I have my thoughts on why that is, but I'll let you continue.
Okay, my general thoughts in going through the game is a big complaint that I've felt from a lot of people is that enemies lack proper hit stun, or rather, they don't have any touch damage. So essentially, they do their single function of like throw a kunai, do a slash, teleport next to you and do a slash. And that's all they will do. That's the only threat they have. They're essentially sandbags for you to consistently combo. And while you can't, that does allow you to string them together in interesting ways. While that does allow for Joe to feel absolutely incredible and powerful, it doesn't really do so in a way that is conducive to you getting better at the game.
Yeah.
By the time I hit level 2, I felt as if I was as good at the game as I could possibly be from a combat perspective, and the only real way for the game to be made more difficult was to obfuscate that, was to put one little guy who's going to throw out a projectile constantly that will interrupt your combo on a platform too far away for you to reach, or throw like 3 guys with armor at you, and you have to break all of their armor before you can make any progress or get them down to that instant kill state.
The armored enemies bothered me a lot. They just weren't fun to fight. Yeah. They really weren't. So there are these armored enemies who just won't, or they'll take very, very little damage, and they're like stagger bar, whatever the hell it's called. I think it's a stagger bar. Just won't move until you use very, very specific like heavy attacks or charge attacks. But I don't know. It just never felt satisfying. It more felt like a struggle that I just had to end as fast as possible. More so than I have figured this enemy out and I've exploited their weakness. Because they're just built like they don't have a weakness. You just have to... I don't know. You have to make yourself really vulnerable to break through it. And that doesn't feel good. Considering Joe's incredible movement and all his options. To stand there in front of an enemy and have to charge up feels so bad when you're flying all over the place doing all kinds of crazy ninja shit. I don't know.
I agree with you, and like I found a way to mix that heavy punch into combos, but then I just did that singular combo for the rest of the game.
What I ended up doing... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I stopped interacting with a lot of the game's deeper mechanics once I got my bread and butter down. And by that point, it didn't matter the class of enemy. If you had armor, I was going to do my one combo. And, you know, enemies in an action game, if they are designed to challenge a complex moveset, each one should challenge that moveset in a unique way. And by the end of the game, Joe was so fast and capable that every single one boiled down to the same thing, just how long it would take to kill them with it.
Yeah, and also there's not a whole lot of enemy variety, really.
No, I agree with you.
Very little. So most endgame encounters aren't new enemies, they're more enemies, or just like a different mix of existing enemies, which can be interesting, but eventually they just kind of run out of the mixes, and the second you see certain enemies, you just go, okay, I know exactly how to kill that guy, I know exactly how to kill that guy. Yeah, the armored enemies were so annoying. I like, when I saw one, I would just go, ugh. And what I would do is when he got that dive move where you like dive the lightning strike downwards, that breaks armor pretty good. That's what I did. I would enter up top, come down, and then do a heavy, and then their armor would be broken. I go ahead. Now, there's another armor mechanic that I thought was good, and it was like the it's like the kind of like the sharded glass kind of armor. Like one of the robot bosses has it, where it's like this sharded glass shield, and you just punch through it with a specific punch move, and then it's gone, and he can rebuild it. That was fun because it was a really crunchy, satisfying, I've shattered your armor, I've exposed your weak spot, now I need to, capitalize on it before you build it back. Fun.
Yes, agreed.
But the armored enemies were just like, I felt like they must have thought, okay, these enemies are getting their asses kicked a little too swiftly, let's just make some enemies who can't be that, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and to talk more about the Metroidvania stuff, there's really not that much to it. There is, I mentioned this earlier, there's a rift hidden in every level, which is really cool. And it takes you to like an optional, it's kind of like the Mario Sunshine floodless areas, essentially. Mind you,
Yes.
you don't lose any of your abilities, but most of them are built to be extremely precise platforming over giant pits, death, spikes, fire, everything. Anything will kill you in one hit. If you're not perfect, you lose. Those were really fun. I loved those.
I liked all of those except for the ones that use the grapple hook. I found the grapple hook incredibly imprecise in this game.
The grappling hook was a little weird. So it's not like a swing mechanic. It's like if you're within 5 feet of something, you can snap to it and fly past it. It's kind of...
but it will always go at the diagonal that you're at.
Yes. So like if you're a little too high or a little too low, you're going somewhere you did not intend to be.
Yeah.
The game is beautiful, though. I love the art style very, very much.
Oh, definitely.
And like I mentioned earlier, the music is also very, very good. Bosses are pretty good. I liked the bosses, except for that Yakuza guy.
They're mixed.
Yeah.
Like the Yakuza guy I wasn't that big of a fan of. Some of the more mechanical bosses I weren't. Usually if it was a solid 1v1, I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
The big guy at the end, when you're going through the kaiju and every individual fight, I found that so tedious. Where it's like, can you break through every single layer of colored goo?
Yeah, that was a lot. A couple of the levels, including the kaiju one, drag. They are a little too long for their own good. I especially remember doing... You have like the hang glider thing from Breath of the Wild, and I was over those puzzles after like the 7th one. And there's like 20.
I like any one that makes you like stutter it.
Yeah.
Where, like, you have to dive down and then go up, but any time where it's like, okay, carefully guide yourself based on this, basically auto scroller of moving left and right. I'm like, I get it.
I know.
I've been here before. I've played these games.
I think games like these they make these incredible systems and they make these incredible gimmicks, but they ride them a little too long. Like, because a lot of people will bring up in reviews, oh, I beat the game in 6 hours, and I'll be like, I beat the game in 6 hours is how I'd say it, but like,
I know, right?
like, oh, what a win. 6 hours? Nice. But no, it's got to be 15 hours or something. I don't think this game is 15 hours, though it is at least 10, I'd say. What do you think?
Yeah, I think my final playthrough was like in between 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Going for 100%.
And getting 100% doesn't even add that much. Maybe an hour. Basically, if you just go through the game, you get all the abilities, like all the things that you need to unlock. You can just go back and collect all this stuff very, very quickly.
Oh, but a major issue I did have is how many levels would have a Metroidvania section and then have a gate for a later power-up, which... in an actual Metroidvania would not be a problem. It would be like, okay, that's map traversal. I'll go here and I'll remember it. But when you individualize it to individual levels, it just feels like, why can't I get this? It's not looping around. It's just this individual segment that is forcing me to be in between 60 to 90% of the way done with the level.
So
and it makes it trivial when I just like warp to the checkpoint that's next to it when I get the power up.
It's Banjo-Tooie is what you're saying.
No, Banjo-Tooie actually has interplay in between its worlds.
That's true.
Like,
there
if
is no...
directly went back to the point where I need to go, that would be fine.
Metroid...
This is like...
Yeah.
That one segment at the start of Banjo-Tooie where you can get everything in the first world except for one Jiggy, and that's the only thing that you can't get. It's like if every single world was that and had no connection to the others.
That did bother me. I brushed it off at first, and I was like, you know what? It's a Metroidvania. I'll let it slide. But then as the game went on, I'm like, wait, is this a Metroidvania? I feel like...
No. It shouldn't be an excuse for the game just because it is the genre to have a gate that waits for later.
But it's not even the genre, because the levels really do just feel like levels. Like, if I'm thinking of the game as a whole, I don't even know if I'd call it a Metroidvania. It has those elements within a level, but it does not feel like one big world, I guess.
I agree with you. And the post-game stuff where it has like speed runs where you go through the level without getting hit. They very much lean into that. I did a couple of those just to see if I could, and the most fun levels by far were like the completely linear ones, like the train.
Yeah. I agree. There's so the rewards you can get for exploring are like there's 3 tougher fights, which like did you find any of them actually tougher?
Marginally, but difficult at all only if it was the environment around them that made them tough.
Yeah,
like,
true.
If there's like poison goop, then yeah, that makes it tougher. But like,
I found them extremely not that tough. But I also had a build where I had my kunai. They cost 2 extra, or they cost 2 total to throw one, but they pierced enemies, and they're also what puts the stagger bar up like an insane amount. So whenever there was like any platform of enemies, I would just jump up and go foo, and they would go and then all of them would be ready to be executed. And I did that almost the whole game, which is probably why the armored enemies angered me so much, because I couldn't actually do that to them. But yeah, sorry, there's 3 like rare encounters, and if you do them all, you get like a little prize, which is either like a magic upgrade, and oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the magic. There's like 2 different magic systems in this game.
Yeah, you'll never use it. You have no reason to use it.
No,
and like, because like you also played this on Shinobi difficulty, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like the hardest one.
Yeah,
like,
I typically
this
do.
is the one that's actually Shinobi. Yeah, I did as well, and I found no reason to use the magic whatsoever.
There's Ninpo, and then there's Ninjutsu, right? And like the Ninjutsu one's like the one that explodes the whole screen. I did use the healing one quite often.
I think I used it twice.
Okay. I only used it because I just said screw my own safety and just tried to full combo bosses. I also found bosses could get stun locked really bad, including the final boss. Like, I could just beat his ass. Like, he didn't get up or move or anything. And I was like, okay. I mean, Power Fantasy's cool. So yeah, aside from those, there's also a hidden rift, which, like we said, has like these optional platform areas. And if you get all of those in every level, I think you unlock like a new katana.
Yeah, you get katana that's slightly stronger.
Yeah, but you've already done like
the major difference.
Yeah, and you've already done all the hardest stuff you can in the game anyway. So I don't know. It's a good game though. Like it feels really satisfying to play and to master. It's just that when you do master it, there's not much after that point to test you.
No, I find this a fascinating game because from all technical metrics, from all of like the gamer's checklist of is the gameplay good? Is the sound good? Are the graphics good? Does it have replay value? It hits like every single game reviewer metric at an astonishing level. And it does everything that essentially a modern game, a modern revival should do as a video game, as you would say in like a technical sense.
Yeah.
And yet I keep finding all of these little things. It's a death of 1,000 cuts. It simultaneously reminds me what is so solid about gaming, while also reminding me of all of the foibles that we are going through as we expedite how we make games, as we define how we make games.
It has the classic feel, but I could feel the modern gaming kind of stink occasionally, right? Like
exactly.
With the padding, I feel like it's just padded for length's sake. It does I rarely think it adds much to have this level be, 20 minutes instead of 12 minutes. I don't know.
I know. And like I went back to play Shinobi 3 after this. Have you played Shinobi 3?
I've never played it. I've only played Shinobi Game Gear.
It's weird and it's jank.
That the one with Spider-Man?
No, it's the one with Mechagodzilla.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. You just fight Mechagodzilla as like the 5th boss.
Sure.
And the last level is an absolutely unfair gauntlet of platforming where it throws out things that will instantly kill you repeatedly.
Okay.
And like it's mean and it sucks, but it wants to be cool at every single moment. It is a significantly flawed game in ways that this game is not, but it also has so much sauce that this game lacks, having you do new, stupid things at every moment.
Okay.
It's just this weird
No, I want
dichotomy
to.
of like, it's everything that this game isn't. And it's a worse video game by all means, but I kind of remember it more because of it.
Yeah. I will say, in a year from now, I don't think I'll remember too much about this game. Other than, weirdly enough, I had played like 3 games in a row with the same voice actor. I was like, is this Susie Young? I think is her name. I was like, God damn it. I played Rebirth and she's the voice of Yuffie. And then I played Live Alive and she's the voice of the female Shifu apprentice. I can't remember her name.
Is it Lei or?
Yeah, maybe it's Lei. That sounds right. And then I played this like, wow, I can't escape this girl.
Yeah.
I do also really like that Joe never says a goddamn thing other than,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh. Except during the final boss, which I will not spoil for our viewers.
Yeah,
but I did pop off at that.
Yeah, true. There's also some like speed sections which are really cool. Like I thought the first one where you're like riding on your giant dog or wolf or whatever was awesome, because as you move forward and back, the entire perspective of the level changes. Like there's like it accelerates the parallax scrolling in the background when you move forward, and it does the opposite when you move backward. And there's this giant like freaking like Princess Mononoke ghost giant in the background, and he's like running it far, and it's a spectacle. And that's one of my favorite songs too. And I was all in at that point.
Oh, absolutely.
And guess what? Those levels are really short. They're like 5 minutes, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, it's sad.
It gets in, it impresses, and then it leaves you. That's fine. Do that more.
Yeah.
Do that more, modern games. Still a good game. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I post a review on Backlogged every time that I beat a game, and I also gave it a 7.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's nothing special, but it's solid.
I think my 7 is higher than your 7.
As in, you're more strict on games, or you give out more like dumpster ratings than I do.
I think a 5 out of 10 I still have fun with. So.
Oh yeah, no. I see. When I think a 5 out of 10, this is how my brain works. A 5 out of 10 means half the game is fun, half the game sucks.
Oh, my brain is like, there are some good things. I want to like it more than the actual quality that it has.
Okay. For me, it's like a percentage. Like, if I enjoyed myself 95% of the time, I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10.
No, because I go into games and like, I like most video games. I think video games are fun. I think if you are less than a 5, there is a problem here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going into you expecting a fun time. Mm-hmm. If something is like a 4 out of 10, I go, there are still some fun things in it. It's a game. Of course it is.
Yeah. I think people who give out 1s are being a little disingenuous most of the time. Like, a 1, really? Like,
oh, no. I'll gladly give out 1s, but only if the game is bad or I had a legitimately miserable time going through it.
I think, yeah, if a game gets a 1, there is not... Assuming 1 is the bare minimum and it's not 0, I'd say, like, there's not a redeemable thing. What game did you give a 1? Can I see? Yeah, please bring this up.
1? Yeah, hang on. I'll try to find it.
I don't think I've ever played a 1.
User rating.
Except maybe, like, some garbage mobile game or something? I don't know.
Let me see. Well, it's in stars, so it would be anything that's a half star. What have I rated low? You'll have to go toward the end and find the lowest game. It would be page...
Sort by user rating.
Page 8. Yeah, Donkey Kong NES and Crash Bash.
Donkey Kong NES. And Donkey Kong Jr. Oh, no, you gave that a 2.
That's a 1. That's a 2 out of 10.
Wait, Blue's Alphabet Book?
Blue's Clues, Blue's Alphabet Book? I'm sorry, it's not a great game.
1 out of 10 for Blue's Clues. Okay, Donkey Kong NES. Why?
It is a worse version of the arcade game in every single way.
Are you giving it a 1 based on that direct comparison and not just as a standalone experience?
Yes, because it's directly a port of the arcade game and is the most re-released version of it.
Okay.
It's like the whole idea is let's have Donkey Kong at home. And it's worse at it at every way. It cuts out an entire level. The physics are wrong. It's significantly easier. It's just as an experience, it is both a worse game and not Donkey Kong the arcade game.
If you had never played the arcade game,
then it would probably be like a 2.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a game that's over in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's
also when the NES World Championships game came out, I kept doing speedrun challenges with Josh from the Geek Critique, and we would just constantly one-up our times on Donkey Kong NES, and we both agreed, this is horrible, this is miserable, we both hate it, but neither of us wants to be the one that says the other can have the Donkey Kong record.
Oh, funnily enough, that what's showing on screen, if anyone's watching on YouTube, is that level I was just talking about, and you can see when you move forward and backward, the entire like background shifts. So there you have it. We've talked about both the best game of all time and the worst game of all time, and they're both Donkey Kong.
Yeah, true. I won't mention. Are you planning to go back at all for the DLC for Shinobi?
No,
because this does have a major DLC wherein Joe will fight famous Sega villains, Death Adder, Goro Majima, and Dr. Robotnik.
What?
Yes.
How much?
I don't know. It's not out yet.
I'll do it for $5. Not much more than that. Death Adder? Really?
Yeah. Dude, Majima and Robotnik, though.
Yeah, I mean... Okay. Maybe? I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I doubt it. If I'm gonna get DLC, I'm gonna get Bananza DLC. I'm saving my DLC bucks. I'm saving my DLC bucks for Void Kong, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Good game. It really does make you feel like a ninja. Like, if anything else, you feel pretty godly in this game, and you're very fast, and you're deadly, and there's a whole lot of blood, and it's pretty awesome. That I think I prefer Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, though. I did play that.
I agree with you there, but it's an entirely different style of game.
Barely.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is just like a pop, pop, pop every enemy, and this is a no, ragdoll them around.
It's true.
They're your toys.
And I did have issues with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound 1 being like that charge attack gimmick was just so horribly used the whole game. But
yep,
at least it was like a 5-hour game, you know? Yep. I got in, I had my fun, I got out. The final boss of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is also miles better than this one. But anyways, we're not talking about that game. What game should we talk about? Or should we let the fans decide? No, wait, nope. Wait, what should we do first?
No, wrong one. Let's end with the game announcement and start with the actual game.
End with the game announcement, start with the actual game. Wait, what? Oh, start with the game we're going to play.
Yes.
Okay. All right, yeah. All right, well, let's go to the Wheel of Draft Fortune. I don't know. We didn't actually have a name for this. What's the name for this?
We call it the Wheel.
The Wheel.
The Wheel. All right. So, in order to determine which game, we decided to make this a little bit of a competition. And to let you all in on the game, we are going to be playing various games, not video games, just games of opinion and choice. And you, the viewer at home, can decide who wins this. All you have to do is watch as we do this game and then type in the comments of this video, or if you're watching on any format that isn't this video and our audio, find this video and write in the comments, draft pick, and then Pyrr or Tarbold. Yes. And you can include that with the rest of your comment. Just make sure it's easy for us to find so that we can look through it and create an actual tally. And this is the draft. draft.
Yes, this is the first game. This may return. It probably will return because it's pretty awesome. But the game won't always be the same, if that wasn't clear. We will do different types of games. But for right now, it's a draft. And how this works is we're going to spin this wheel. We're going to get a category, which we've pre-populated with all kinds of crazy shit. And we're going to do a snake draft of 5 things each to form a team of sorts, or, you know, a group. Then you guys vote on the better group of whatever criteria the wheel decides, okay? So, let's spin it, shall we? Boom.
What we got? I can't actually see the results, so you're going to have to tell me.
All right. It is... Oh, no. Oh, it changed at the last second. Oh, yeah! I literally put in 3 categories on this, like, 25 list, and this is one of them. All right. Oh, yes. Video game character survivor tribes. Okay? So, which tribe in Survivor made of these 5 video game characters will produce a winner? Okay? That's what you, chat, have to decide. So this
can be like, considering it, it's like they have the best chance of winning and other people would vote for them. Like in the final jury? Is that how I'm figuring it out?
Yes. Or like,
okay.
Yeah. So let's just assume, to make it easy, our 2 draft teams are on a season of Survivor. Which of our draft teams contains the winner of that season? And you guys can make base this on anything. We will try our best to pitch whatever. You can go first, since I spun the wheel.
Okay. So I feel like there is an obvious number 1 draft pick. There is got to be someone who can do everything, who can unite everyone, who has leadership potential, who people love so much that they keep bringing him back. Give me, for my number 1 draft, Kazuma Kiryu.
Oh, man, fuck! Oh! That is literally who I was going to pick. Oh. Man! Oh, wait, I guess I have to do a thing. Alignment, right? There we go. Kiryu. God damn it. Okay. So now I get to pick 2. Oh, how do I... Oh, man. Okay. All right. Who's the most charismatic human ever? You know... God, that's tough. I literally had that locked in. How dare you?
It's the best choice.
Shut up! No, it's not. Not because you made it. Okay. No, but which version, though? I am going to pick... no. Wait. Who's better? I don't know. Nah, he's better. I am going to choose Naked Snake.
Solid choice.
No, Naked.
Literally not solid.
No,
literally
yeah.
not.
Get it right, please. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. And then I get to pick another one, don't I? Okay. Because, like, come on. If we're playing Survivor, hello. Who better to survive in the middle of a jungle and keep everybody alive than Naked Snake? There is no one better. That is the best choice. They will love him for it, and he will provide for the tribe, and he will go far. As for number 2, I need someone who's good at puzzles, highly intelligent. You know, I will draft Ivo Robotnik.
Okay.
He will crush any puzzle. He can take a box of scraps and turn it into anything. Okay? And he will beat you with his brain.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to get someone who's much better at improv, built off of puzzles. The man, the myth, the true gentleman. Give me Professor Herschel Layton.
Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Let's shorten that. Prof Layton. There we go. Whoop.
And now on my team with Kiryu, with Layton, we've got some good rapport here, but we need someone who can bring everything together, someone who can be the beating heart of the team, someone with a solid social game, who knows things, and most importantly, can generate an infinite amount of turnips. Give me Princess Peach.
Princess Peach? What?
She's so cool!
Okay.
And with this idol, we're gonna rule.
Okay, all right. So I've got the survival. I've got the puzzle. Now I need the beating heart, which you already ripped out of my chest. Thanks for that. Man, oh man. Ooh, the heart and soul of this team. Because right now we've got jaded old men.
You have literally a terrorist.
Yeah, I was gonna say two, probably.
Yes.
Let me think. Oh my god, this is so tough. I need some positive vibes. You know what? Okay. This is a out of left field pick. But you know what? We talked about her so much earlier. I'm drafting Teen Pauline.
The 13-year-old, let's go.
That's right. She's allowed on Survivor.
Yes. I thought that you were going to draft Phoebe.
Vivi, no. He has to survive, Pyrr. It's Survivor, okay?
He'll trip over every challenge, literally.
But literally, he's built not to be a survivor. Yeah, Teen Pauline can bring the team together with just pure vibes. Her bard song, beautiful voice, and she will just be the heart and soul of the team. The heart of gold of the team. Okay, so I've got that. Now I need, like, a strategist. Who's a cunning strategist who can bring the team to the end? Me in Fire Emblem. No.
Isn't there the strategist in FE7? What's his name? Evan or something?
No, it's you. It's me.
Yeah,
Tarvold is my
name?
No, it's Tarvold. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
You mean 8? Because 7, it's just you name them and you are them. I don't know.
No, it's the strategist in 7. But there's like a default name, like Red.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is tough. I have so much Castlevania on my brain right now, and absolutely none of them would be good on my tribe. Just absolutely worthless. Imagine me picking Adam from Metroid. No, not Adam. Who is the most socially manipulative person?
Revolver Ocelot.
No, I can't put him in. No. I can't have 2 MGS3 reps.
You sure can.
Okay, no. I need a seductive, manipulative demon. Ooh, but there's a couple. Ooh,
Like, are you going to pick Catherine?
It was either Catherine or Morgan. I was about to pick Catherine with a C. I'll go with Morgan.
Morgan Ainsland? All right.
Yeah. Like,
do you know anything about Morrigan?
she's a succubus. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Alright.
she will manipulate everyone using her cunning, demonic sexual powers. And that's enough to get you to the end in Survivor. You think Kiryu stands a chance against Morrigan?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Have you seen him with a woman? No, that's right.
Found the right woman.
He has explicitly. That's the issue.
I forgot me searching how to spell people's names shows up on the stream. Whoops.
Oh no.
It's all right.
All right. Okay, now I actually have to pick my last two.
I'm just making sure I like spell them correctly, and I'm using the browser that we're using. I'll use a different one.
All right, I do need an.
Sorry, visual chat.
That isn't Kiryu. So who would be a good survivalist? Should be someone acquainted with the wild and the world and know exactly how to manipulate it.
But imagine Teen Pauline falling asleep in the shelter and telling Naked Snake all of her cool stories and all her dreams. And he'd be like, oh, that's really interesting.
I need someone who is so sneaky and so intelligent that you won't even know that you're being double-crossed. I need someone who, if he makes the merge, there's no shot that any immunity aisle is safe. Give me Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper! Okay. I thought you were going to say Snide.
No. Nah, dude. You remember the famous hard drive article, 5 times everyone thought Sly Cooper was hot and not just me?
No, but all right.
The professional, the genius,
Okay.
the gentleman thief. And now I have my last
Your anchor
option. My anchor.
Kiryu, Layton, Peach, and Sly Cooper?
Dude, all of them are going all the way. Dude, you seen when Peach, like, recruited a Mr. Game & Watch in Brawl? And she was like, here's an umbrella. I am speaking to this species now.
Okay.
You're awakened.
All right.
All right, let's see. Who would be the best anchor? I need someone more physically capable. Kiryu is the most physically capable member of my team, unfortunately. So I really need someone strong and passionate, potentially a little bit dumb, so that he could be manipulated and eventually lose, but would do a good job getting there. And who would do that? No, I can't pick Knuckles. Eggman is in the game.
Oh, yeah, then you're giving me a free try.
I would lose so badly.
Yeah. Also, I have a sexy Batwoman. You're screwed.
Oh, shit, you're so right.
I have Robotnik and Human Rouge.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's too difficult. Let's see. Oh, I got it. You know who can survive? Someone who has survived for 4,000 years to fulfill a purpose. Give me Robo from Chrono Trigger.
Okay. Robo.
From the future.
Okay. Robo, Peach, Layton, Sly Cooper, and Cosmo Kiryu. Okay. All right. I feel like I need the villain of the season. Like a total scumbag.
Dr. Eggman.
Nah. He sometimes is nice. He tells tales like he just wanted to be like his granddaddy. He's no Maria. Like a total skis bag villain who will like totally take advantage of Kiryu while Kiryu tries to play it straight, because Kiryu would never cheat. But this guy would. And he knows that about Kiryu.
Yes, like Cooper.
Like Cooper might cheat. I need someone to like, yeah, cheat their way to the top and take advantage of the goody two shoes on your team who would never do it or be fooled by it. Like Robo. Robo is so gullible.
Dude, Professor Layton is so smart. He would never. Anyone in alliance with Layton is like locked down.
Who is the biggest scumbag, sleazebag, lying sack of shit I can think of?
Don Corneo.
No, but you're close. Solemn Gus.
I thought, good. I'm glad that I tempted you into a terrible final pick.
No, that's a great final pick. He will do anything for money. He will lie, cheat, and steal.
The Gus and Eggman scenes are incredible.
If nothing else, I have the most entertaining tribe in Survivor history. Oh wait, no, I take it back. I can't have Solemn. No, wait, no, hold on. I can't have Gus on the same tribe as Teen Pauline. I just can't do that. No.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
No,
it's
no,
down.
no, what? No! Oh my god. All right, fine. Solemn Gus. You know what? Snake would never let anything happen. Okay. Snake will keep her safe. That's it. That's our tribes. Who produced? If these two tribes were on a season of Survivor, whose tribe produces the winner of the season and why? Remember, in your comment vote, draft vote, Tarvold or Pyrr. Kong. Okay?
Yep. As a reminder, the teams are, for my tribe, Kazuma Kiryu, Professor Herschel Layton, Princess Peach, Sly Cooper, and Robo from the future.
Yes, and my team is Naked Snake, Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman, Teen Pauline of DK Bananza fame, Morgan Ainsland, Sexy Succubus, and Solemn Gus, leader of the Corel prison from Final Fantasy VII.
Absolutely. The winner of this will determine what game we both play for next month.
Nope, for January.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah.
I meant in a month in the future, we will reveal that game.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, there it is. Vote in the comments.
Yeah, don't in the comments, not in the chat. Doesn't matter. The chat doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, not chat.
Also, if you have any questions that you would like to see us answered at the end of the next podcast, which, remember, we will be hosting these podcasts on our other channel, the Conquest podcast channel. So please, for all future episodes, go there, make sure you're subscribed, ding the bell. If we put it on any other service, go there, do that too.
Yep. And the plan is to do this the first Sunday of every month. Okay?
Yes.
That is the plan moving forward. So look forward to an awesome podcast the first Sunday of every month. We have one more order of business to get to.
Yes.
What game are we playing for December?
Well, we thought about that. We considered it. And what we wanted for this, since, there wasn't a competition for it, was that we wanted something that both of us were interested in either playing or replaying. We're interested in something that's like not necessarily out of hand, but in hand for both of us to hold on to and to punch through into our next, collaboration. Therefore, we have decided, and if you would like to play along, join too. Take my hand, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm. I summon up the power of the God Hand.
Yeah! God Hand.
This is my favorite beat 'em up of all time that isn't Kirby. I hope that anyone who participates sincerely enjoys it.
I have only played for like an hour at most, and in that hour I was extremely entertained. I've always wanted to go back and play it. Didn't have an excuse, as we said at the start of the podcast. We have a great excuse now. All right. So if you want to play along with us, join in on the discussion next month. We're not going to invite you on the call, but you'll at least have more context. Then play God Hand. It's not easy to play, I don't think. You'll have to interneted.
Find means. Yes.
Mhm.
I believe it's PS2 and PS3. But if you can find means, by all means, find the means. And if not, just listen to the soundtrack. The soundtrack is really good.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, typically, and then every other podcast after this one will answer your questions from the comments. Okay, maybe not all of them, depending on how many there are. But make sure in your comment on this one, who won the draft, which tribe produced the winner, the sole survivor. It's Naked Snake, and any question you want us to answer.
Yeah, write any fan fiction as well about this tribe. And
yeah.
I would be interested in seeing how you thought it would play out if you actually had everyone and had to do an elimination every time.
There are survivor simulators, you know. I know I watched a Coney video recently where it was like a death simulator.
Oh, that was the Hunger Games one, I think.
Yeah. There are survivor ones, but like it's just completely made up. It probably doesn't take any of the characters into effect or into context. So yeah, I would love to see what you guys think those two tribes would end up. What kind of season of TV that would create? I'd love to hear that too.
If you want, I'd be super invested.
And
all right,
we will be back the first Sunday of December. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Conquest. I did.
Please enjoy. I had a fun time.
I had a great time.
I'm so glad to see when everyone's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I didn't realize it, but Robo from the future was an ace pick. That was like the hardest."
What?
I
No!
can't think of any time where you could cut him off. Absolutely brilliant anchor. Great job. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Me?